let's keep this thing on. All right, that looks good. I just want to make sure the lighting is good so when I do clips. All right. So this is like the first round.
When I post, Tyler, when I post them, do you guys want me tagging the what you follow me on TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's comfy.
Mm-hmm.
So these seats actually were upstairs because I don't know if y'all saw it. We got the Christmas tree. Did y'all? Y'all didn't even see it, did y'all?
No.
So we got the Christmas tree up, but it's in front of the fireplace. And so the issue is these were in front of the fireplace, but you can't have the Christmas tree and the little socks on the thing hanging down when you got the chair. So my girl, she's so fucking weird. She be like, yo, I'm about to just sell these chairs. I'm like, what the fuck? You're not about to sell these chairs? Like, what are we talking about? I'll put these shit down here immediately for the podcast.
These are nice.
All right, so you guys want to introduce yourselves, or y'all just want to get to it? Like, you want to give them like a run through
Of what?
like a intro?
No, you can introduce yourself.
Hold on. Damn, you gonna intro your boy? These your boys.
You know,
throwing me to the water, huh? Throwing me to the wolves.
All right, look, guys. So you should be seeing them on the video. But this is the Thacheekthief Podcast. It's been a while since we've done one of these. But we got a special guest today, right? And Rick, I don't know why he don't want to introduce him. Hey, we talked about this stuff before. We talked about this before, y'all. How weird Rick is. How shady he be about certain shit. This is like Exhibit A right here.
Oh no.
To me, if my boy is here and I'm doing a podcast with him, I'm going intro. I'm gonna give him a fire ass intro. He like, no, you intro yourself. I'm cool with that. Like, that's fucked up.
I'll hop myself up. You grown ass men, right? Y'all grown up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, y'all can hype themselves up.
No,
West Philadelphia.
no podcast etiquette whatsoever. So you got the camera right there. You can feel free, introduce yourself, let them know who you are, and then we'll go from there. Simple stuff. Where you from? What you do? If you want to go that far, but for sure your name.
Yeah. I'm Tyler Young. I'm lead singer of BorderTown. I'm from Danville, Illinois. 26 years old. I'll be 27 coming up here in February, and started a band here with my buddy Colin.
I'm Kylan. I play guitar in BorderTown. I'm from Oakwood, Illinois, and I'm 29 years old.
Oakwood.
Yeah.
That sounds gangster as fuck.
It's not.
It's like it's
far.
It's not. Yeah. Oakwood, cuz. I'm like, oh shit. I felt a little uncomfortable. I started reaching my pockets a little bit.
Their school is surrounded by just a big ass cornfield.
I think there's like maybe 1,800 people, 2,700.
Yeah, just a big ass
Wouldn't that
cornfield.
make them more gangster though?
No,
No,
not even close.
that's not how it works.
That's not how it fucking goes at all.
My bad. Well, I was trying to throw y'all some bail. Okay, so you said you guys. Okay, so basically, guys, if you don't know, we have them here because we want to help them promote their album. They got an album coming out, and we're gonna listen to it live on the podcast today, right? So BorderTown, right? BorderTown is a group, right? Because for some reason, somebody who knows the name, who knows your names, can't even give y'all a shout out. It's cool though. Y'all see who y'all real friends is. That's all I'm saying.
I am curious how you came up with the name though, BorderTown.
So BorderTown actually started kind of a while back. I actually had BorderTown like as a prototype with a couple of different groups of people, and it kind of just it took off really with my buddy Bo Siddons. This is where this all kind of started with. He's an older guy that I actually used to work for, and man, me and him hated each other, dude. But
What kind of work?
we was in contracting.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we was in contracting. He was my boss over there, and shout out to Hoover Contracting there in Danville. Those are my boys, but he was my boss, and we didn't like each other one bit. I kind of went through a little bit of trauma, and he just reached out to me one day after we no longer worked together, and said, "Hey man, I remember you said you like to play some music, and or jam or whatever you want to do. Come over and have a couple beers and see what we come up with." And we did. We wrote our first 3 singles together. I mean, once we got together, man, like our like musical chemistry just took off and grew and blew up, and we started coming in contact, networking with other musicians. It just got better and better and better, and then now, like down the road where we're at now, he's one of my best friends.
Is he the one that's in Asphalt Cowboy?
He is, yeah.
That's
You
in the
can
video with
see
you?
him in the video.
Okay.
They're playing the guitar, riding
Yep.
the bike and stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So y'all
he's
went from hating each other
hating each other. I mean,
to now y'all
they got
making
mad on the
music?
job site a couple times, man. I was going to throw a 2x4 upside his head, but
No,
I don't
man.
think I've
know.
ever heard anything like that before.
No. And plus, I was under the impression it was just you two. So when did you come into the mix? Because I remember seeing you at the 210, I think a couple weeks ago. Blackout Wednesday. Yep.
I think it was a month before February. We had a gig, or he had a show lined up at the Fisher Theater, so he kind of set out to put a band together to perform the songs that him and Bo had written.
Mm-hmm.
So how long had you guys been a band at that point?
I mean, really, we was just kind of like a duo, just writing some music and stuff together. We'd hire a drummer to come in, kind of hang out with us or play with us to record, or the same thing with the guitarist. And it was just kind of like hired guns, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't really have anything solid or established.
Yes.
And when we was going to play this show, all the musicians that I talked to was like, "No, man, it's short notice. Like, you ain't gonna be able to pull it off. Ain't no way. You're doing 4 songs. Blah 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 blah." And I really just, I got lucky. I kind of fell in with Josh Turner, who's still our bass player, and him from Cougar Trap. Shout out to Jake Scott. We got lucky to find these guys, man, really. And then we had a jam. We had a practice like a week before.
So y'all had little to no time to practice.
No, nothing
Yeah,
at all.
and
And
now-
we're playing original music, so like it was kind of tough to jump into. But we had a rehearsal. It was like on a Sunday or whatever, and we had everything but a drummer. Drummer bailed on the last minute, and the buddies from Cougar Trap reached out. Was like, I know one guy, and so like we called him, and
Wait, so y'all still literally are days away, and
yeah, like 5 days, 6 days away. Well, I think it was Sunday. We played that Friday night, so like it was crunch time. We had to do
y'all
3
just got after
originals, and we was gonna play a cover that we kind of made. I took my own lyrics and made. It's kind of original. So basically 4 songs. People told us we couldn't do 3.
wow.
And then that drummer, like we got him on the phone, and he was like, "Well, do I gotta bring a drum set, man?" I was like, "I ain't really trying to, you know, it's a Sunday jam. It's a lazy afternoon and shit."
Oh yeah.
And we had one set up. He dropped everything, came down. We learned the shit that Sunday, and I think we got together one more time for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, kind of rushed through it, and we went out and played the show.
Wow.
And the show went awesome. I mean,
It was a good
it
show?
was a great show.
Wow.
So
I like that.
we knew after that moment the ease that it comes to us and the chemistry that we got
Yeah.
with this group of guys. Like, why sit back on it? You know what I mean? Just go
So
do
are
it.
you part of the band too?
No, but since all of my experience with the 210 and
Yeah.
doing all the events and stuff, looking at all the bands, talking to all the labels, talking to the literally every it's like a real deal. Like talking to these people to book bands, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Oh, so you're the one that they go to when it comes to booking and all that.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Like an agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my cousin actually is from the QC. If you guys know where the Quad Cities is.
Mm-hmm.
He
No
does.
idea.
Really? Like Moline, Davenport?
idea.
What?
It's up north.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
I'm not from
Yeah.
here.
He's not from here.
Where you? Oh yeah, you're from Oklahoma. That's
Mhm.
right. Okay. So, my cousin is an aspiring upcoming artist too. He does rap shit.
Mhm.
But I mean, I've done a ton of work with my graphic design and stuff and like marketing, and I was doing that before I even hit the 210. And my boss came to me and he's like, you know, I see all the shit that you're doing. He's like, I like it. He's like, you've got the know-how, the want to, like you love the industry in general, doesn't matter what genre, like you're just here for it. So when he came about, when they came about, I knew him from working at the 210 too. Yeah. And then they became a band. I was just like, holy shit, like that's it. Like they got something real. Like love them or hate them, I mean you can't deny the talent.
No,
there,
I watched their show
I
on
mean,
Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Y'all
like
got something
the
special.
natural
I appreciate
stage
it,
presence that they all bring out of each other is just absolutely.
And that's what
You
we're
can't deny
excited to
that.
showcase, man. Is like the stuff that we got coming up is like.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
So ready.
I'm not into like the country and rock music. I'll listen to it every now and then if I'm in that mood. But that was the
You
first.
can appreciate where it comes from.
Yeah, I really can. Just because also I know him and I've seen how much time and effort they put into it, I'm like, you know what? They got something really good going. I was actually stuck at the show.
Yeah.
Like I was drawn to the show the whole
I don't
time.
give a fuck. I like rock.
Appreciate it. I'm pretty sure I've seen you stand
that's
back
where I
there, too.
come
I'm the
from.
tallest one in the
Yeah.
bar. Yeah, you see me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's why it's been a change for me
I
being in a
actually
country
like
band
rock.
because I played in rock bands for the last 10 years,
Yeah.
and that's what I was gonna add about Josh and Jarrett, the bass player and drummer in the band. We've got that musical chemistry from playing in other bands together. So stepping into this and doing this, we kind of, already had that chemistry and experience.
It helps that, like, basically, I'm the baby of the group, and he's the second baby of the group.
Okay.
All of our guys in the group pretty much been there, done that. They've played on massive stages, shook hands with some of the biggest artists that you can think of. So, like, it helps us that, like, we're the ones that really want to chase and, like, keep the foot on the gas pedal, and these guys are like, let me share some wisdom with you. Let me show you. Let me
So
tell you how this is gonna go, type thing. And it's really been a beautiful blend for us.
And that's the issue with talent around our central Illinois. There's not a lot of talent. Like they want to pursue it, but they don't. They want to be consistent.
Yeah, it's like being scared.
Everybody raps in their basement.
Yeah. or they have one bad show and then like they just give up.
Yeah.
Because obviously everyone's gonna know you're either gonna rap in front of 10 people or you're gonna perform in front of 10,000 people. That's just how it goes. Everyone starts small, but people don't want to stay consistent to it either.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Hearing you guys, right? What do you guys think that was the major thing? Because hearing y'all say y'all met together twice, and then it was just electric. What was that main thing? Because like it's the way I'm hearing y'all, the energy, it sounded like y'all about to go on a run. So I'm curious, like, what was that thing? Was it energy? Like what was it?
It's interesting jamming with different musicians. Sometimes you can have several high caliber people in the same room and it doesn't work out. And you can have other people that come from different backgrounds or whatever and it just connects and it meshes. And it's something you can kind of tell right away or not. And after that first jam, that's why when he told me that show was coming up at the Fisher, I was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, because I've met people where they're like, yeah, I mean, it was cool, but it just wasn't the vibe. But it seems like y'all are like synergizing.
Well, I'd say like
fairly fast.
It takes a lot to be able to separate yourself too and realize that I might not be the smartest person in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, but me coming in knowing that I got 20 lists of lyrics that I think's the baddest shit put on paper may not be shit compared to what these guys are doing. So I got to learn how to put myself in a situation where
It takes a lot.
I'm hungry enough, but I got to be
so
humble enough to know that these guys really are the shit. And like I tell everybody, and I hope people really believe that I'm genuine in this. I know I bring talent to the table, but I ain't fucking shit without these boys. These men,
Right.
I mean, they bring gas to a fire, and
that
that's
takes a lot,
what
man.
I'm saying. So like when you recognize that, and thankfully I recognized that at the beginning, because when you recognize that, it's easy to set aside yourself. It's easy to pass the torch to your it's easy to get better.
I'm saying right now, if my shit fire, you got me fucked up. My shit is gas. We write my shit and I write your shit, but my shit going first. Fuck
I was
that.
gonna say sometimes working with singers it can be a interesting experience.
Yeah, my shit gas
Tyler
is
does
gas.
not have the lead singer syndrome, whatever you want to call it. I've worked with. I mean, I love my other bands and other people I've worked with. There's also been other people where they were great singers and it just didn't work out. You know, and they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. It's no bad blood, but it just didn't, didn't mesh.
Let me ask y'all this, right? It may be too early, but where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
That's exactly what I
Have a
want to
Thanksgiving
know.
with Jelly Roll.
I like that answer. I fucking know.
I don't know what that is. You got to break that down.
You don't know who Jelly Roll is?
No.
Hands down the
Hey,
hottest
y'all, this
country.
podcast has been a
Yeah,
blast.
it's been a blast. Holy
I
You don't know
who
who
he
Jelly
was.
Roll's the
Jelly Roll
biggest.
is either?
I didn't know who he was until about a month ago.
Biggest man on the planet.
And this guy does music and he don't know.
Yeah,
So
well,
biggest
see,
man
that's
on the
why
planet right now,
doing
though.
country has been interesting for me because I don't come from a country background.
Okay.
I'm not what you would consider a country music fan. I obviously like country music, but I'm a rock guy coming in here with more of my rock and blues influence.
I like rock. Like I'm not front.
I will say I like
listen
that
to
you
rock
asked that
on the
question.
low. Like you, like if you drive up to me, I'll turn it down. I'll be like, oh, I ain't listening to nothing.
Yeah.
But if you drive away, I'll turn that shit all the way up and be singing too.
Hell yeah.
You a Nickelback fan?
Yes.
Hell
What?
yes.
Don't be disrespectful.
Oh, man.
Nickelback was on tour with Jelly Roll last summer,
word?
actually. Yeah,
So
last
I'm
summer.
gonna have to check this guy.
Bro, so here's the thing with Jelly Roll. I'm glad you asked that question because, like, I idolize what he's doing in music right now. This man came up as a rapper.
Wait, are you talking about the fat white guy?
Yes, that's Jelly
He's
Roll.
Why don't you just say the fat white guy?
Because he's not the fat white guy. That's Jelly
I
Roll,
don't know
baby.
that if you like, I'm bad with he knows I'm bad with names. So if you say,
If
oh,
you
the
seen
fat
him,
white
you'll
guy with
know.
the big
Oh, yeah,
beard, I'll
yeah.
be like, I know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
that's Jelly.
With tattoos.
That's Jelly.
Well,
Like,
he's got some face tattoos.
that ain't no
Wasn't
shit,
he-
man.
wasn't
I
he
really
on
do
the
see
stage?
that.
He really
Like,
was a rapper.
I see that one.
So you're saying you want to be that guy? That's you guys' goal in 5 years to be where he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's breaking
To
down.
have,
so-
to have
he
that,
came
that
from
level
rap.
of power.
He went from rap to standing at the Grand Ole Opry
Okay.
to playing in rock, going on tour with rock bands. I mean, he's literally he can do anything.
Wasn't he just didn't he just win an award at the CMTs?
Absolutely.
And
I think
people
it was
were
CMA
pissed
Awards or
off,
some
be like,
shit like
oh,
that.
like,
He
he's
went live
representing
from
country.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
So we need to do a contract where, like, guaranteed in 5 years we're still doing podcasts together.
Yeah.
Hey, let's roll.
Hey, if y'all get Jelly Roll, y'all can
I
be
just
on
want to
the
be able to quit my day job in 5 years.
Lock y'all.
Yeah, get with the assistant. We'll get that handled.
Oh yeah.
Let me, because now, you know, my mind is a little intrigued right now. So, explain what the hell is country rock, though. What is that? Like, I know country and I know rock.
I've heard different.
Is it like is it a blend
The
of
best
the
way I can
vibe?
explain
Or-
it. The best way I can explain it really. I grew up listening to like Creed, Three Doors Down.
I listen to Creed.
You know, like
So essentially,
that stuff. But you know, if you like, so Three Doors Down. You know, imagine him singing that with a little bit of twang and talking about being on a dirt road or something like that.
Boy,
You know what I mean?
Twang.
Yeah, that's twang.
It's funny because from a guitar standpoint, it's about the twang too.
Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah, because
I think it's just universal, man. Like you could look at you could look at some of the legends, like I mean, Stevie Ray Vaughan, great example. I mean, you could listen to one of his songs and you could say, well, that's blues. You could also say, well, that's country. You could also say, well, that's rock. You could say that's
it's all very closely.
it's just a
That's
it's
true.
a family, you know, like
That part,
Leonard
I
Skinner,
agree
one of
with
the
you on.
greatest of all time. You know, they're a southern rock band, but it is country as it fucking gets. You know, what
I like
mean?
to bring up Leonard Skinner because if you
Yep.
listen to them, Sweet Home Alabama, that's pretty fucking
That's just
country.
country.
You know,
It's
I mean, they're
yeah.
a rock band.
No, that's true. No, that is
And I
true.
think it also matters about the elements that you're using, like the instruments you're using. I mean, if you got a steel guitar in it, I don't care if you're playing grungy rock shit. You got a steel guitar in it, that shit's
I
country.
feel like you're missing one person, important person in that conversation. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock is,
I don't see
but
it.
and he's the Jelly Roll before Jelly Roll. You know, he was
I'm
in the
gonna
rap,
bring
the
up,
rock, the country.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Aldean, of the guitar parts and a lot of that. I'll catch myself at work or something. I'll hear something on the radio. I'm like, that's a fucking cool solo. And then it goes into the chorus. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking country song.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so it's like there's a lot of cool guitar in it. So that's what's made me kind of gravitate towards
So I want to
it,
push you on the
know.
spot.
Yeah.
Do you like performing country better, or do you like performing rock better?
He's a rock guy.
Well,
But he's
Yeah.
been performing country
Yeah.
with him. So what does he like better?
For like 3 days.
But hold on, but hold on.
know what he does.
This is what we gotta establish though. Are we? I mean, yeah, we're country, but do you feel like you're playing pure country when we play?
well, what's funny is if I have an electric guitar in my hand, it's the same type of feeling. If I have an acoustic in my hand, that's maybe when I start feeling
You're
a
like,
little
all right,
bit
this little
different.
country,
You know,
country
like,
vibe going
you know,
on.
I'm not whipping my hair.
Yeah,
I don't think
So
so.
you don't feel like you playing country. You feel like
No,
you
when I've got my
rock
electric
soul.
guitar, yeah, because like if I'm putting my solo on something, country purists may listen to it and be like, oh man, that's a rock solo, you know. But when I listen to a Jason Aldean song, I'm like, this is kind of a rock song with country vocals.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how I would answer.
Raleigh
Like,
in a small town,
Yep.
well, maybe not that song, but
Oh man, that song did
raising feathers, huh?
man raised feathers around the world. Didn't it?
But like Dirt Road Anthem that we played, that's always been one. I remember back in high school 10 years ago listening to that. I'm like, this is cool guitar, you know. So.
I want to ask you, like, when you get a solo, right? Do you do solos?
I'm the lead.
So, are you taking the approach like I'm about to break some shit, like slam the fucking guitar, or like?
It depends on the song.
So you would do that shit?
I have. I've got there's videos.
Shit, I'm coming.
I've slammed a guitar and set it on fire.
What?
I was pretty intoxicated, but
that's fucking hot. What? That's dope.
I was at Fat Man's, and so that that bar in Danville.
What the fuck you mean? Why? That is sick.
So there was like it was an outdoor stage. I had this cheap guitar I got at a garage sale for $20. I hated it. I wanted to destroy it.
You just answered it for me. Cheap guitar from the garage. So now you answered.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Break something.
I was fucked up, and I was like, all right. It was Jimi Hendrix's birthday,
bro. I want to go
ago, actually. I mean, not the breaking of the guitar.
So how expensive can those guitars get?
Man, the guitar that I would like to go and buy at the store right now is $2,700.
Would you break that one?
Not at this point in my life. If I had a net worth of like $500,000, it'd be a little different.
Oh, you smash it right there, right? Oh, it makes sense.
But as long as I'm making money doing it, you know what I mean? You gotta figure,
There is something about when
like smash a guitar.
Dude,
you're like, holy shit,
dude.
It don't happen. It's a rare commodity.
When I first saw that shit, I was like, oh my god.
They're constructed.
Well, I was
better
scared a little bit, but I was
too.
like, do it again. Like,
you threw me off when you say you lit it on fire. What the hell you just put?
Fuck.
I want to
lighter fluid
smash
on it?
an acoustic next time. I think it would.
And
be
he got long
easier,
hair, so
you
he'll
know?
be like,
Wow! Smash that bitch, homie.
He shows his nipples.
We got the
piercings
and tattoos going on.
I
We
said
got a
pierced.
whole vibe going on.
They're pierced?
No.
Oh, I thought
Actually,
I thought he did too. I thought he did too.
No, I did know. If we want to have some content, so my other band, Cougar Trap, I'm in, at a show we played at recently, I took my shirt off and I'm playing, and as the name suggests, middle-aged women love the band. But next thing you know, this shit comes up licking my nipple, and my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to get in trouble. She was digging it,
Let me ask you this, right?
Everything was cool.
That just took a whole turn.
No. It's been my mind. So I do Patreon where it's like behind the scenes shit where shit you can't really post on YouTube. So if y'all ever down to do some wild shit at y'all concert and invite me, I'll record the whole fucking thing.
There we go.
On my Patreon.
It just depends
Up
on
to y'all,
how
man.
much alcohol's in my system.
I'm just saying this up
That's
to
the
y'all.
depending factor,
Yeah, I'm just saying this up to y'all. Like I'm content. Like all levels of content. But that's what's up. So you're the singer?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let me ask you this,
I don't
right?
know how that happened, but
I used to sing back in the day. I got a scholarship for singing. Do you practice every day, or is it like you just wake up, drink a beer, and just start going in?
that's how it used to be. Yeah. Until like.
So you saw how serious it was?
Yeah. I mean, once I really started seeing my penmanship and stuff, and like actually seeing what from paper to, hearing it.
Okay.
I was like, well, shit, like.
So when you started realizing like, oh shit, I can actually do something with this. Let me go ahead and lock in on this real quick.
Oh yeah,
He said
absolutely.
I can actually write, but
I
my
can
shit
do
is
this
actually
shit.
garbage because somebody else can write better than me.
Fuck.
Fuck that. My shit is going first. Fuck,
This shit's
I got
going
mad
first.
about that.
This shit's going first. No, but yeah, for me, like once I seen it was getting like kind of serious, and I realized like my voice ain't gonna stick around forever.
So you can blow, or like you alright?
Like maybe if I do like anything, it's gonna be voice confidence, I guess. In some parts, I'd like to say I'm pretty good, but like
you got a couple songs ready for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
The dude can sing.
We can get something up.
Ugh.
The dude can sing.
Why you stop?
Nah, boy, the man can sing, bro. I
don't want other man telling another man can sing. That's nasty.
The man can sing.
That is nasty.
I'll give you credit.
Hey, that man can sing. Bro, we're talking to him right now. Let him explain that. That's nasty. You leaned in. Hey, boy, that man can sing.
He's gonna win
Stop.
It's like between Fergie and Jesus.
Now that I like
Jesus.
that.
No, like I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. I know some shit that I probably shouldn't try to sing.
What's your weakness?
Well, I kind of found one last night. I know not to try to imitate Teddy Swims anymore. If you know who Teddy Swims is.
Why wouldn't you imitate him?
Well, one, I guess I used the wrong choice of word because I shouldn't try to imitate anybody. But there's a lot of stuff that he does that just like that's not really the
notes
style that
or-
like I should
Is
be
it the
doing.
notes
You know?
or is it like
Not necessarily the notes, because I feel like I could probably hit his notes. You know, I can hit his
That
notes,
sounds crazy.
but it's
Yeah,
like the
this man's
style
notes.
that he goes about it. Like he's a smooth jazz type
Okay.
style, and like you just gotta be you gotta have that. Just like I gotta have the way I do my thing.
Okay.
But like I'm always up for a challenge. You know, I did some Sam Smith last night. Like I'm always up for a challenge. I actually kind of started this when I was in Okinawa. I lived in Okinawa for a couple years.
What year did you live out there, bro?
So I lived out there from, let's see, I graduated boot camp 16, so it had been 16 to 18.
Damn, I had left in 2013, I think.
Oh, we just missed each other.
Ah.
I was sitting over there on the
Did you live on base or did you live off?
I was on base, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You want to chop it up about that for a second or?
Yeah, absolutely. Bring it out.
Bro,
Yeah, because after this, I'm gonna talk to you about something.
Okay.
Bro, let me ask you this. What's the wildest thing you did? No. Hold on. Is it okay? I want to make sure. I'm gonna tell you now. Okinawa got crazy.
You're
So
good.
I want to make sure that we, you know, hey, listen to me YouTube. I want to make sure that nobody's gonna get murdered here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're good.
Okay.
Now, you're
Give me
absolutely
your
right for giving that
wildest-
introduction because Okinawa is a different animal. If you
Way different animal.
And I mean,
That
like,
Japan?
yeah, Okinawa.
Okay,
Japan.
so
The only place that compared to me was Germany. And Germany people don't come back in Germany. Feel like that.
Makes sense.
People from the States don't go back.
Makes sense.
We don't come back. I left because I was gonna never come back.
That's how Okinawa is a lot. I mean, you see a lot of guys that go out there, get stationed, they never come back
Never
to the U.S.
leave.
I mean, and
Why?
like,
Is it amazing? Or
it's
something?
the most beautiful
what
place
the
I've ever been in my
fuck?
life, for one, and two.
Hey, if you American, that's
So
what
you
I
can
was
get
saying.
taken care of.
I didn't mean that. I
You
mean,
can get taken care of.
If you're American
as an
over there-
American, yeah,
oh my Jesus.
they love you. They
For
love
real?
you. They love you, especially if you're a big white boy that can
Love
sing.
you a lot.
Apparently, because
Hey.
they love the hell out of me over there.
Man.
And it was a good time, man. But
What's your
I did see
wildest
some
story?
wild shit. You know,
Your
like
wildest joy.
all right. You ever heard of Banana Show?
Fuck yeah, I heard of Banana Show. I went to like 3 of them.
My boy. All right. So
But
yeah.
give details though.
But on
They
the
don't-
way,
they probably don't know.
we never made it to the Banana Show this night, but this is the wildest shit
Those
I've
be
ever
the best
seen.
nights when you don't make it to shit.
Exactly right. Well, so in the service, you know, you're not technically supposed to go to some of these places, and like, never went anyway. So, fuck y'all. You
Yeah.
know, like we
Yeah,
never went
fuck
anyway. But on the way there, the course of actions in this place was just insane. You know, going down, you know, you remember how Okinawa is. You know, you hit a street and then you got an alley and then an alley and an alley, and like. I'm walking. I see this guy like hunched over in the alley, and I'm like, fuck, you know, like I got Google Translate. That's as good as I am on that. I'm half drunk, you know. I got my buddies with me, and they're always down to fucking do some stupid shit or fight or something. Not really ever listen to anybody, you know. And I'm like, fuck, this ain't gonna go well. This we get up on him. He's like, he's probably in his 50s or whatever. He's this Asian guy,
Right.
and he's intoxicated. Can't speak any English or anything, so we're just kind of like in a screaming match in the middle of this alley.
What? And y'all can't understand each other?
This guy's not at all. We're just screaming at each other. You know, we're getting a rouse out of it. You know, like it was fun. You know, like just screaming. I guess I don't know. Like I'm just kind of sitting in a situation like, what the fuck is going on? This man takes a couple steps back, like just a couple steps back, and we're like, oh man, he's about to do some like shit. Like he's about to puke on us, or he's about to like throw something at us, or
Do
something
some
like that.
sumo shit, y'all.
And
Get
my
on
buddy
straight
stepped
business
up.
with him.
My buddy ended up stepping up, and he's like, you know, I can't remember what he says to him, but he like, they get in like this altercation, just yelling face to face,
Yeah.
and the Asian guy just kind of does like this, smears shit all
No, he
down
didn't.
from his
No, he
forehead,
didn't.
down his lip,
No, he
down his
didn't.
neck, down his
No,
shirt, smeared shit right down his face,
he threw shit at this man.
and
I'm running. I'm not even gonna fight this man. I'm just running.
He
Talk about
threw shit at
talk
this-
about a
You
shit
can't,
starter.
you can't
God
talk about a
damn.
shit starter. There's your clue.
I'm running.
Talk about a shit starter.
I'm running. There's
shit.
no way I'm fighting this
Complete-
dude. He got some other issues in life, and I'm not gonna open up.
Complete
Yikes.
poop.
If
Bro.
that's his opener,
complete.
I'm running.
If that's
What?
his opener, what's his closer?
I'm running with shit on my. I'm running away with shit on my.
with you.
I'm more
I'm
intrigued
running.
in
I'm with you.
because you were standing behind him, right?
I'm standing behind him, and
What
like
was
I just
your-
thought he
what was your-
muffed him.
You
What
know
was
you
your
smelled it.
immediate? What was
No, I
your?
didn't smell that. Like, cause it's it's.
You was drunk though.
You've been in fights and shit. You
What
know,
was
like
your
shit happen. And
immediate
alcohol
reaction?
smells like shit in certain places. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just dirty and like drunks are hanging around and.
So when you comprehended that this man just got shit thrown in his face, what was your immediate reaction?
So I didn't comprehend it at first. You know, we're dark. It's dark. We're in an alley. I thought he got mushed. You know,
Yeah.
motherfuckers like they just be mushing
Yeah.
right in the face.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I'm like, oh fuck,
I'm
here
still
we
trying
go.
to comprehend
Like
it.
I'm about to have to watch surveillance. We're gonna
Yeah.
beat the shit out of this guy in this alley now. And my buddy turns around, he starts fucking gagging, and he looks at us, and he just got shit all over, like peanut butter brown fucking
Oh,
gooey
man.
shit on his fucking
So what'd you do?
face. Huh?
What'd you do?
I don't know what I can't remember like what my first reaction was, you know, but I'm like,
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Oh,
What are
I'm
you
walking
gonna do?
away. I'm
I'm
walking away.
I'm running.
Shit.
If my boy's still sitting there, I'm running. You
Yeah.
gonna have to fight me tomorrow. 'Cause
but
I'm
you
not
want to talk
staying
about
with
some
that.
awkward situations, bro? That cab ride.
Oh yeah, just
Wait, he
We took-
didn't go wash it off somewhere.
Well, we took him like there was nothing really by us. We
He
took
gonna
him to
by
like
himself.
this taco stand
Oh,
type
100%.
thing, and like he wiped himself down. We didn't wash him.
Hey, y'all get y'all shit. I'm cool. I'm getting the next cab. Wait,
Wait,
patient.
hey, Honcho man.
Yeah.
He pulls up, fucking get in the cab, which is
I ain't gonna cap
Little
that.
River Band on
So
the
you didn't ask him
radio.
like if he was okay or anything? Hey man, you alright? I
It's
know you got
just shit,
shit thrown
bro.
on you, but you good?
It's just
No
shit.
man, we didn't talk about it.
The worst
That's
thing
probably
gonna
a
get
skeleton for him. Like, and now the whoever's listening,
Now the whole-
Oh, he finna be pissed.
oh,
He's-
man.
Hey, can he still follow you on social media?
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, like he was kind of a. It's kind of a good thing that it happened to him. He was kind of a buddy fucker. We call them Blue Falcons in the military.
Blue Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you're a Blue Falcon,
You're
you
a
are
buddy
shit.
fucker.
You are
Yeah.
fucking horrible.
So he
It
kind of
sounds like you're not the shit if you get shit
No,
thrown
I'm
on
saying
you.
you are shit.
Oh shit.
he kind of got what he got coming to him. You know, like it's funny now looking back because. Like if it was one of my other
It
buddies,
is
buddy, like I can't
crazy.
let them go down like
I would
that.
do
Like,
shit
oh,
back.
exactly, you know,
Yeah, I
like
don't know
who do you
what.
think
Come
you
here.
are?
Who the fuck you think you are? I thought
It's
shit was-
a
I just-
shitball fight now, buddy.
I'm just really picturing that, and I'm like,
I was
I'm so scared.
I just didn't know what to think.
Because I'm thinking like, if that is your opening move,
What's
you're not
next?
gonna punch me. You're not gonna hit me
No.
with a sumo move.
What's next?
Your first move is to reach in, just say, and shit on your hand and grab it
Motherfucker.
and have it still formed perfectly.
Don't throw it.
Still
mush
hot.
it.
To where you could just Hadouken like, and then
Mush
you
it.
mush it.
Mush it. Yeah.
Fuck.
What is your following move? Like, I feel like, yo,
You
he
can't
might,
top that.
His next thing might be something he could never come back
No.
from. Like, dude might have unalived himself. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
kind of feel like
fuck.
I didn't really feel bad for my buddy in the moment because
I'm
it's
running.
like
I
you
would've
of
left
all
him.
people deserved that. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised
I
you
did
stood by
feel
him.
bad for him on the human race level of like, you just got fecal fucking matter from a homeless man. Definitely in your mouth.
Wait.
No, you just changed the whole perspective about this.
I mean,
That
alright.
is crazy.
Hold
if
on,
he
backtrack,
homeless,
hold on.
holy shit.
Yeah, backtrack.
Holy
That's a
shit.
different
That
track.
thing smell crazy.
Backtrack.
He eat anything on the street.
Backtrack.
Malnutrition
Hey,
in
the
there.
key word in all this is assumptions.
Oh,
This man was passed out in an alley.
Oh, he's
okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
No. There's a lot of people that be homeless in Japan that's in the city that you just walk by
But,
and they like.
You know, it is wild. Like with their population of homelessness and like shit like that. It's the cleanest, nicest place I've ever been. Like you don't
Super
find
clean.
cigarette butts on the ground and shit till you get on the military installation.
yeah,
Like the U.S.
super.
Like the U.S. fucking individuals.
Food, bomb, everything is clean.
Yeah.
Women,
Vending machines
nice.
full of cigarettes and shit. That's fucking cool.
Oh, so let me tell you this, right? It's a wild joint. I don't know if I told you this before. I don't think we ever got to that point where I was talked about Japan, have I?
No, you talked about Germany. If you
Germany.
Yeah, you talked about Germany.
Now, Germany's a different beast, and
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have liked to.
Yeah, he talked to me about Germany.
I
He
would've
didn't say
liked
anything
to
about
go
Japan.
Thank God, be thankful you didn't go to Germany. Germany is Japan on steroids.
I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made
Everybody I went to Germany with, they never came back.
So like they just stay over there.
What? They became Deutsch. Like they motherfucker became members of German society.
Hoi!
Like,
Yep. Deutsch. Like all they speak that shit fluently.
damn.
They never came back. And I'm relaxed. I was getting wound up instantly. I'm still in Japan.
Flashbacks.
What? Okay, so in Japan, right now, I got a lot of wild shit I did in Japan because I was drugged the fuck up. See, the difference is I went to Japan after my few deployments. So, after deployments, you pretty drugged the fuck up and drunk a lot. So, this
Just
one
existing in the military, you're pretty drunk.
This one night, I was so fucked up, I got separated from my crew. Right, we was like 10 deep. I have no idea where I was at. No idea. I'm in a random, like you said, I'm in a random hallway somewhere, and this old dude suited the fuck up, tats all over. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What the fuck? You speak English?" I was like, "You speak English?" He's like, "Yeah, a little bit, a little bit." We start chopping up a little bit. Coming to find out, he's fucking Yakuza.
Yeah, that's some boys you don't play with.
Yakuza?
Right, you don't play with
mob
them.
or something?
Oh, it's like one of the
Like a
strongest.
Japanese
It's almost
cartel?
like, hey,
It's
you're
like a
almost
Japanese
walking
cartel?
on it.
Hey,
You're almost
Yakuza-
walking on eggshells. Them some bad
Yakuza
boys
is
right there.
Like, shit, one of the strongest.
You ever seen Rush
boss,
Hour?
Like,
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers on bikes and shit.
yeah, that's Yakuza. That's Yakuza.
So basically, what Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker were
Them
going
boys,
against,
they
that
be
was
running
that-
up walls
that's
and
Yakuza,
running
yeah.
up walls and
Rush
shit.
Hour.
Like,
That's the real
Oh, I'm
one.
beating their ass.
oh no, you
I'm
ain't.
talking shit.
I was gonna say
Hey, this is the same dude that said he'll fight a bear.
I swear to God.
cocaine bear.
He said he'll fight a bear. He said he'll fight an alligator.
You crazy?
He said he'll fight a moose, a
He's gonna hit him.
gorilla,
Yeah.
Hit him with the RKO.
a gorilla.
Finisher.
Yeah.
Done.
Get down.
Finished.
Isn't there a band called I Wrestled a Bear once or something? It's like a heavy metal band. Pretty sure, yeah, it's out there.
Man.
Wrestle
But
bear.
hey, but you said you would beat a gorilla, right?
Oh, I beat the dog shit out of a baby gorilla.
Okay. A fresh baby
This
newborn,
man said-
2 days, right?
He
2
said,
days old, right?
Shit out
Beat
of a
the
baby
shit out of
gorilla.
him, bro.
You ain't gonna beat a year-old gorilla. That's a baby.
Bro, Harambe, that was a strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna get busy with him.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? I'm glad we got people here because you finally telling the fucking truth.
I get it.
The last pod, you remember he was talking that shit like, I'll be the moose, I'll be the gorilla, all that shit. I'm like, a moose will fucking kill your shit.
Yeah, you ain't beat no moose, bro. I was scared to death the first time I went to Alaska. Seeing how big these motherfuckers are, I'm riding in a Humvee, right? Driving. I'm an operator, so I'm driving a Humvee. I got my A-gunner right here, my boy, Austin Williams. I actually writing a song about you, AJ. I'm going to feed you in on that here soon.
Nice.
But we're going through this like training depot in the mountains of Alaska. It was like a stop that we was just making, doing some cold weather training shit. And man, we're going. And all of a sudden, this like I just see like limbs and shit falling next to me. And AJ looks over at me and he's like, "Man, what's your speedometer at?" And I'm like, "Boy, I'm going 45 miles an hour." He's like, "What the fuck is next to us?" We can't see. We just see a shadow of something.
Oh,
Like,
that
it's
shit
probably
remains.
dusk
Oh,
time.
man.
And it was beautiful in Alaska. The time we went, like the sun didn't set for the like 3 months or something we was there at all. So like it'd be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, looking like 5 p.m. outside, and then it would just get light again. It never got dark. So it's kind of dusk and like it's kind of hard to see. But I know there's a beat. It looks like another Humvee is in these like limbs and like tall ass grass next to us. Finally, like I slow down because I could see it getting closer to the edge. I slow down, it cuts right in front of us. It was bigger than the fucking Humvee, and it was a moose running right alongside me the whole time, bro. I'm going 40 something miles per hour.
I didn't know they got that big.
That's why I was screaming at you when you said that stupid
They
shit.
are massive. You ever seen a giraffe?
Yeah.
Cut its neck off. That's a moose.
Oh, man.
Them
That's why I
bitches
was like, are you
massive,
fucking,
bro.
are you really fucking serious right now?
They're so
Like,
big.
I was getting livid. I'm like, bro, are you stupid?
I thought
They're
they were like
so
the size
big.
of like a caribou or something.
No, even caribou.
He was saying it to me, and I was spazzing out. He's like, bro, but I swear I'll take a moose. I said, no,
Bro,
fuck you, moose.
moose.
A moose?
I'd like to think I'm a pretty big dude, but that moose would fuck me up.
I know they got that big.
That's why I was spazzing out. I was
fuck.
spazzing the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because he was like, man, I'll take it down by the antlers. I said, are you fucking on drugs,
What
bro?
about,
It's gonna
what about a
fuck you
kangaroo?
You can't even reach up there, bro.
You would square up the kangaroo.
Kangaroo's ass. I don't
They're
care.
pretty jacked.
I will
They
beat
like-
them. Don't fucking play with
Mr.
me, bro.
Williams,
I will
I'm gonna
beat
need
up.
you to go ahead and sponsor your boy. real
You will
quick.
be, okay. All
What
right.
is that?
Well, eggnog.
I think it's
I'm
funny
feeling
how
festive.
combative
Just
the
eggnog.
kangaroos are, though. You
What's
see
up?
the videos
That's what I'm
online.
saying,
They
like-
come up, they
like-
like square up
Like,
on
you
you.
say that, and I'm like, fam, come on, bro.
Oh.
Like, stop. You ain't even in shape right now, bro. Quit. Okay, so this is what happened, right? So I met this guy. we was talking back and forth, and he was like, "Oh, you military?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm Yakuza." I was drunk as fuck though, on perks, all that shit. So when he said that, I'm like, "Man, shut the fuck up." I told him to shut the fuck up. This dude was an actual boss, though.
He probably laughed.
Oh, he laughed hysterically. He said nobody's ever talked to me like that. Thought I was
That's because motherfuckers know who you are. I don't.
In hindsight, I'm thinking, I probably could have died back then. He laughed and was like, "Yo, nobody's ever talked to me like that. You should come upstairs."
There ain't no sweat off his
We
back.
go upstairs. My crew, I don't know where the fuck they at. I'm lost. Like, I did this a lot of nights in Japan where I was like gone. So basically what ended up happening, he took me upstairs, and you know in rush hour where you go in the room and you pick, and it's like all the girls.
You know, girls,
like,
yeah.
He took me into one of those rooms. He was like, pick 5. And I was like,
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I was like, say it again.
What's
Say
going
it
on?
again.
Hey, we
He
told
was
you
like-
Okinawa's
he
a
said
different
pick
beast.
5.
Oh, man.
He was like, pick 5. And I was like, what? Why? Why am I picking 5? Like, why am I picking? He said, pick 5. We're going to take him in the room with us. We're going to hang out. And I'm like, yeah, but why do I have to pick? I thought we were hanging out. Why am I picking? I was drunk. I'm like, why am I picking 5? He said, dude, we're picking 5, the one that you want, because after we get done having fun, you're going to have your own fun. And I'm like, me? Like, I was fucking caught off guard.
All because I told you to shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I'm gonna start doing that shit more often.
what? That was 25 women, and I couldn't even pick. They were so bad. Like, I'm like, oh, hold on. Who is this behind you? You know, let me get. Hold on, who is this right here? Like, it was
real quick.
I took so long. The dude was like, okay, just 10 right here. Just come with us. Like, he just picked 10, and then we hung out. I woke up in a place that I had no idea where I was at, and I just literally had like about 300 missed calls. Like, that's how lit of a night that was. So,
Did you wake up next to the 10 women?
I woke up and it was like, I
Nothing but
don't
a
know
chain.
where the fuck I was at.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but a chain and a headache.
It was like, I'm like, yo, what is going on? I was naked though, for sure, but it was like, I was like, whoa, where am I at?
So it was like some hangover shit.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
some
you literally have no idea what
crazy-
happened.
That's some wild shit right
Yeah.
there. Because have y'all ever had like a full on, well, I mean, obviously you're telling us yours. That when you have that full on hangover moment when you wake up, like it's the movie, you're like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
Have y'all?
Germany,
You gotta
Y'all
call
had that?
everybody, you gotta like retrace your
What's up?
steps.
Have you had that?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tough.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
He said, oh, yeah.
they put you in a tough spot, man. You're
He
like,
said it like it was
fuck,
nothing all plenty of times. This is a normal Saturday to
plenty
me.
of time.
what did I do last
Especially
night?
for me, because when I got back from Iraq, I didn't know I had PTSD, which is weird if you don't know you have it. So every time I got drunk, I had to go to the edge of blackout to have fun.
Yeah.
Right before blackout, I was like, oh, I'm one with the world. And then 5 minutes later, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Like, and I could be at the club and I'll black out. But here's the crazy part. When I black out, it may be 3 hours of I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Fam, I have like 6 years of that, of blackout.
Oh man,
6 years of blackout.
man, there's a lot of gray space in there.
Bro, like it, gray space. The issue is my girl was with me. Was like the one I'm married right now. She lived me some of that shit. So she has trauma from that, unfortunately. Because I don't remember none of that shit. She's like, you did this and then I'm like, what? What are you talking?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of state-dependent memory? Like
So
what the fuck
whatever.
is that?
So you can start to
Deep
have
dive.
you can have certain sets of memories depending on different substances and different states of consciousness you're in.
Yes,
So I think if you
I've
get
had that.
blackout drunk, that guy will remember it all. You just got to get back to that state, and then
Yeah.
you'll remember it.
So I
You'll
should
never-
get to
Yeah.
that?
But you
or-
Take-
won't
take
remember
the
it now.
alcohol.
But if you were to get blackout again, then the memories will come
Oh,
back.
so
in
you
that
guys
state.
hang out around me when I get blacked out and
And
I'll
then
start
you'll
saying
remember
stuff.
all the time, like all the
Yeah.
stuff that happened then.
Like, take a few
I mean, I'm
perks.
joking, but there's some
Remember
truth to
real?
that. There's some truth
Go
to
take
it.
a few perks and let's find out.
Hey, this podcast's about to get fun, buddy.
State-dependent memory.
He wouldn't do it. Fam, you don't know. You don't shit.
It's mostly jokes.
I'm gonna say
but-
this. I'm gonna say this, right? And we can move on. I used to do 10 at a time. If you know what the limit is that they say is supposed to be for OD, it's 8. I started off with 10. That was my goal. We going out is 10.
Hey, your immune system fucking,
Bro, I was
great.
bad.
You don't
had
never
a
get
weird
sick,
period
do you?
with Xanax like that.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah,
You'll never get sick, huh?
Man,
Who, me?
I've known a few
I get
people to do
sick
that, yeah.
now because I've
seen what
been
that's
trying
a
to
nasty
clean
one.
up
I can
stuff,
see
but
what I
back
see what they can
then,
do.
Hell no.
I never got hangovers back then. I
Sterilized.
never got nothing. I
Alcohol.
don't know what the
bruh.
fuck.
Oh yeah.
I'd wake up in the morning and be like, what happened? They're like, y'all good? They're like, are you fucking serious, bro? You drank half the fucking bar last night. And I'm like, me? I don't even have a hangover. Shit was scary, man. Very scary. But yeah, I used to do a lot of. Yeah, we could drop that for this.
So I got two questions, and this one's mainly for both of you. The reason I'm gonna go to you first because you went to Oakwood, which is mainly a white dominated school.
Sure.
So it was easy to adjust. When did you want to start making music? When you was in high school?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing guitar since I was 12. When I was 13, 14, 15, I would jam with drummers and things like that.
Okay.
Had my first band right after high school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, right around that age.
Okay, so it was easy for you to also get in touch with it because I'm going to assume that Oakwood they mainly like country music and all that too.
I mean,
They
yeah,
like rock,
there's
they
certain demographics.
So it was
sure.
easy to get along. So for you went to me and you both from Danville, which is mainly a black dominated area. How was it for you to adjust, knowing that you're I'm gonna be honest, one of the few white people that went to the school? Like, how was it able to adjust being in like an all black community?
I think it was easy for me by the time I got to high school.
You went to an all black school?
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part.
Man,
He's the
it's
country Slim Shady.
For the most
Yeah.
part. I mean, like, so I grew up in East End of Danville.
Yeah, you grew up in the East.
And,
You grew up in the hood of Danville.
Yeah.
Hold on, so were you like the token white boy?
Maybe.
Hold on, you
She was
didn't even know he was the
hesitant.
token?
I don't know. Maybe.
He didn't even know he was the token.
Maybe.
No, you were the token,
Might be that
100%.
Yu-Gi-Oh card that somebody needs to play.
No. If you're the only white guy in a black area, like group, you're the token white boy.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Basically, my question is,
I'm Gary Owen.
you.
No, I like that.
we fuck with Gary
I
Owen
like
too.
that.
We fuck with
Oh,
Gary
yeah.
Owen.
Like,
So basically, being at a black dominated school, how was it to adjust to being around black people all the time?
like I said, for me, I think it was easy. Growing up where I did, my dad was a cop.
Yeah.
And he brought a lot of attention on us by, bringing a squad car home, shit like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
not purposely, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But, like, you see a squad car in the hood that lives there.
Oh, yeah.
And you stayed in the hood?
Yes, he
Right
did.
now, an ideal circumstance.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it was a little tough, but at the same time, I learned real quick, like, probably in 5th grade, like, fuck you. I ain't taking your shit. Like, just
Yeah.
because you want to give me shit, fuck you, who are you?
Yeah.
And I had some buddies in the neighborhood, like, man, I don't want to ride my bike down to your house. All right, well, I'll be over in 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got kicked off that bike a couple times, but it didn't stop me from riding to his house. Fuck you. You ain't gonna stop me from living my life just because I live out here.
So you've
And
been
I
in
kinda
the
got
same
respect.
situation where just because you being white and then they seen you going down the street like, oh, we're gonna fuck with them.
Mhm.
So you've had a situation where
absolutely.
you've been treated different too.
It still happens nowadays, but
Yeah.
like it don't go very well for the people that try it nowadays.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like, I'm not trying to be like a badass or anything. It's just like, fuck you. You ain't gonna stop me from living my life.
Yeah.
That sounds like a badass to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like at the same time, like, what? I'm scared because you're gonna jump me. I'm gonna knock one of y'all motherfuckers out of the floor.
you don't realize that you are a badass. Is what I'm saying, because
at the
that's
day,
not what I would do.
Yeah, because you just what you.
In a black neighborhood, I'm hiding in the house.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
Like,
My mom used to be
I
like,
also-
"Hey, when the lights come on, get your ass in the house. Don't be outside."
I get nervous going to the bars in Danville still to this day.
I mean, well, like, and
I
me
get
too.
nervous.
I guess
I do not.
I don't want to necessarily say it's a toxic trait because it's
Yeah.
a good quality to have, but
Yeah.
I also see the real good in people.
Yeah.
So and people appreciate. Like I ain't got no beef or spite with nobody. I don't never want no problems with nobody.
That's one thing I've known about you.
And I just, man, like if you don't like me, that's cool, whatever. But
Mhm.
like when you don't like me and you bring that don't like me to my bubble, now we got a fucking issue.
Yeah.
Facts.
Back then, I learned that, and so like going into high school, it wasn't a big deal for me. Like I was already kind of friends with some of these people. I was friends with gangbangers. I was friends with the fucking preppy kids. I was
You had gangbanger friends?
absolutely.
Let me ask you.
Absolutely.
What did you do to earn their trust? Because I'm straight out. From where I grew up, the only white dude we had around us, he was a crazy motherfucker.
And
the shit he proved, like earned our trust. So what did you do?
And that's the thing too. When I see people sharing your videos and all your statuses on Facebook, not gonna lie,
Like everybody in the crew, no,
goes
don't
half
fuck with
and
that
half.
white dude because he'll whoop you. He'll do some crazy shit.
There is.
I don't think it was any of that for me.
That's
It was
support.
just more or less for me. It was, I don't have to fucking prove anything to you for you to like me, and I think they fucking knew that I stood on my 10 toes about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't have to ever really.
He sees people at face value.
He
He
don't.
sees
He
right
don't.
through the face value. It doesn't
I
matter.
was saying, because I've known you for like about 6-7 years.
Yeah,
now?
probably about 6-7
I-
years.
I've only known him a year,
Yeah.
and I can tell you right now, he looks right through people and doesn't see them at
He
value.
doesn't.
My biggest thing,
he
man,
does not
I
judge
just
no
want
person
to-
on
yeah.
face. So you treat him with respect, he'll treat you with respect.
I want everybody to
That's
win, bro. I
Yeah.
do. Because I've been through a lot of fucking shit in my life, so I want everybody to win.
That's
But
all
when
right,
you
dude.
come in
What?
and you try to stop me from winning,
This funny story. I've seen this man go talk to white people. Then I've seen this man go up to black people and he'll shake up with. I've seen this man go up and shake with me.
but it's just comfortability, man. Like
Yeah.
that shit. I don't feel like I have to do anything
Yeah.
to be their friend or anything. I just
You live your life for you.
How you been? How you living? How's mom?
Yeah.
Like it's just that's how I've always kind of been. So like I feel like when you said like what did you do to earn their trust? Not a motherfucking
Just
thing.
be
But be my
yourself.
fucking self.
Yeah.
I think the white guy that ended up earning our trust, he did some wild shit. I don't know if he did crack or something. And then,
I trust you now because you put a needle in your arm.
no. He went and beat the brakes off of this other like rival gang, and it was like we was like, oh fuck, this dude can fight. Oh shit, he can beat all our asses. We need to. He's our token, like shit.
But for me,
He's
like
us.
having to look at it from an intellectual point of view, I'm looking at it like I definitely can't trust you because you're stupid enough to fucking cause a problem or attention.
Yeah.
I like motherfuckers
True.
that stay back and stay in their fucking lane,
And
and
that's what
we
I'm
grind and
saying.
we
And
do
that
our
one-
fucking purpose. Like this
Well,
man
see,
right here,
that's how it is
I don't want to
now.
know what he would do to somebody, but it
Right.
would never probably get to that because he don't care, man.
You're very low key.
But see, that's how it is now.
Because I've seen you about 3 or 4 years.
I'm
You're very
thinking-
low key.
I'm thinking, see, that's how it is now, and I'm like that now. Back then, I was not like that. Back in high school, fuck no. It was like wild. It was like, yo, fights, all that shit.
Mhm.
So
High school me and me now, totally different people.
that's what
And
I'm
I
saying.
wanna
Give
make
me
a
your
public
high
apology.
school version.
I want to make
Give
a
me your
public
high-
apology
See,
to
that's that-
anybody in high school.
See, that's that bull. See,
That's
I
that bullshit.
knew it was some bullshit. I knew it. Give me your high school you, like not you now.
Why does that fucking matter?
No, it matters.
High school
because
me ain't
what did you
playing
do to
music.
earn? What did you do to earn them? Because like, okay, so for example,
I see
right?
what you're saying though. No,
You see what I'm saying?
I 100% see what you're saying. So basically, what I was going at with that is
Because you're
I've talked
that
to some
cool
people.
guy. You see what I'm saying? Like
Nah, I
that
had to
comes
grow
from the
into that
past.
though. I think the Marine Corps broke me out of my shell 110% and like turned me into a man. When I was in high school, man, like I want to say that I really, really, really pray that this is accurate, but I want to say I never made fun of anybody or like
Okay.
did anything like that.
Mhm.
But I could also see like how back then people would have thought that I thought I was better than them and a chip on my shoulder. And I apologize for that to anybody because I'm not that fucking
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
So you had some
However-
extra sauce on you.
However, I feel like back then I was zesty, man. Like I had I was kind of popular. I had a lot of friends, you know, like and like there were certain people like
I knew
you
it.
can't fuck with us.
I knew you was
thing.
capping. I
Yeah.
felt
No,
it.
but that's high school, bro.
Yeah,
like it's
that's what
clicky
high school
shit.
is. That's exactly
what
what
I
high
took
school
from
is.
that is never be that fucking dude again.
Mhm.
Give the same energy you would give to that person as you would to that person.
Big
And-
facts.
And
You talk to a homeless person the same way you would talk to a celebrity. You treat both
absolutely.
respect.
Or you-
Actually, or you talk to them
Shit.
better.
Aren't hey,
Sometimes.
Unless they throw shit at you. Then
Unless they,
You gotta
unless they throw
with the
shit
Hey,
at you.
hey, look, hey, we playing, but I now have a new phobia. Fuck with you. I'm be honest.
You
If
see a
I-
homeless guy? you're
If
like,
I
you
see a
are-
homeless guy and
Hey,
he puts
man.
it to my window,
Could you imagine?
I roll a window up. Hey, sir, you need something?
From now on, whenever
you
they
know,
ask,
Do you need something, sir?
Could you
I'm
imagine
fucking
somebody
terrified.
Just
from now on, when everyone ever asks you, man, you got $1? I sure the fuck
Here,
do.
man,
Come here.
just-
Yeah, there you go. I sure the fuck do.
there's
that.
two.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all playing. I'm not even messing around. I have a new phobia unlocked.
See, this makes me think there was a viral video from the subway in New York. This custodian's got his mop bucket and he walks away from it, and this dude comes.
Dude
and
took a shit on
sits
it.
in
I seen that. I seen that.
And
No,
then he
he
like
took a
chases
nasty
after him, and then
That's
the
some
guy's
New York
like,
shit.
No. He took a nasty shit like he had diarrhea.
one of those
Straight.
homeless guy shit.
He had diarrhea, bro.
It
Like,
was-
he was like, like his whole body was like this, like dude was shitting bad.
There was one at Starbucks.
The best part though is the custodian.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he just turns around, and he's like,
Poor guy, man.
Really?
But he had his music on, so he didn't really know. Everybody was like, yo, back in the shit.
He's like, I'm just trying to work.
He's like,
bro.
what?
Imagine what his soundtrack was to that. I wonder what he was listening to.
Yeah, that's what I want to know, bro.
That would be a
But
wild.
there was also
listening
another
to?
one at Starbucks. A black lady, I don't know what the hell happened, but a black lady was getting her order taken, and something happened for her to bend down, shit in her hand, and chuck it at the lady across the counter.
Wait, hold on.
This is a thing. This is a fucking thing.
Oh shit is literally a thing.
So-
That's like toxic warfare.
It's poop
right?
again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
A customer was getting her order taken. There's no audio in the video. There's no audio.
So this isn't an isolated incident.
No,
No, that people do this apparently.
this is
It's a trend.
There's no. It's a video that went all over the internet, but there's no audio. But the lady's sitting there pointing a finger at her. They're yelling. All of a sudden,
The lady that works there threw shit.
No, the customer did. So my question is, what did you do to her order for her to be like, all right, watch this bitch? And, and he
Like,
did
you're
that.
just coming in for coffee. It ain't that serious,
Yeah.
you know?
See, I work at Walmart. I feel like at some point I'm gonna see this now.
We had the same deal at work one year. Like,
What? Someone threw shit?
No.
Oh.
It's worse.
I swear, if that was 3, I'm out.
I was done. I was like, you got
That was 3. I swear
There's
to
a
God.
poop bandit on
Yeah,
the loose.
that
We're
was
gonna
the
The
find you.
guy that worked on third shift that would like my third shift supervisor that we were supervisors on different shifts and we'd have meetings every morning when she left and I came in and she's like, you gotta follow me, and I was like, all right. Walked in this bathroom, is the men's restroom, walked in and there's just fucking cum everywhere all over the stall.
Come.
She says
That was a plot twist.
she says
Is Monk getting pranked?
she says
These can't be real stories.
Gosh.
No,
and
fuck.
she was real awkward, like one of those people that's just like very, like to the point, but like also it's very awkward for her. So she just has her hands like this and she isn't looking at me in the eye and I'm sitting here like, yes.
She's probably praying.
She
Like,
said-
I hope this ain't real.
She said, we have a comer.
We
And
have
I
a
was
cummer.
like,
There's a cummer on the loose.
A newcomer.
So my
Oh,
question.
no. It was cum everywhere?
dude, I'm
You-
saying
you
like
say
that
everywhere.
couldn't have been like one session.
They haven't been in there.
How, no. I want to. What's the amount? Give me a visual of the amount.
All right, well,
This is fucking crazy.
Fluid
Hey,
ounces.
we are to the moon on the pocket. This is a clip right here.
Fuck.
100%.
Want a visual
So,
of
like,
the
if
I
cummer?
want her to give the description.
We need to figure
you're
out who this
sitting in a
cummer is.
stall.
Fluid ounces.
Okay.
Where's it at?
I don't know about fluid
Okay.
ounces. But I was the environmental health
Okay.
safety coordinator, like for the entire plant, which is like 3,000 people in one plant. So if you're sitting on a stall, picture yourself in a regular ass stall,
Okay.
alright? Not masturbating.
Okay,
but
I'm
just
sitting
like
down.
in
Sit
a
down in the stall.
regular ass stall.
Look at the data,
Alright.
guy. Look at the data. I stall. I got the stall.
sitting in the stall.
Alright, I got this shit.
Okay.
Alright,
Sit in my
there's
stall.
probably if like you took your hand one time each, one session, and just went splat.
Splat.
Splat. Like
Wait, I threw
I
it
bet
up
you. I bet you he did it
And then you
multiple
waited on it to
times.
come down.
and I
What
threw
are
it
you
at the
telling
front
me?
too and back.
I don't know if there was any on the back wall because it was a white
I
wall.
don't-
So 1,
He's-
2, 3, 4.
There was 4 piles that we took.
I bet you he
pictures
was
of.
in there for a while.
I mean piles.
I-
I mean like fucking piles. Like he had to have just been like.
I don't think that was the case. I think more is I think they were taking turns. I feel like one dude
Oh,
went in there.
shit.
I feel like one dude went in there, and then he
Bro, I
said,
have
to-
"Hey man,
Don't grab me!
Yeah, like, you're next."
Get the fuck off me! Hell no!
I feel like
Don't use me in your description of this nasty shit.
I feel like a dude went off, and then he said, "All right, hey man, go ahead."
Tag team. He
Yeah,
said,
go ahead. You next. Go ahead and do one. Drop
Hey,
one.
you think he shook him with the hand?
Probably.
They high fived. It's splat.
It's your
Yeah,
turn.
another splat.
Damn.
No, literally. That was the most fucked up shit I've ever seen in a
All right, we about to play a song. Fuck that.
Yeah. Good timing.
Let's play one. Let's play one of the songs. That
Which
is-
one you gonna play?
Perfect. I think I got one pulled up.
You already know which one's my favorite. You already know which one's my favorite.
Oh yeah. We'll end this little session with that one.
Oh, we ain't even got to other questions yet.
Hell no, we're just getting started.
I was gonna say I'm ready.
We just be chilling.
Yeah,
bro.
it should be like PA or something like that on the Bluetooth.
The next one I'm gonna ask you after you get a playing song is I'm gonna ask you now so you can think about your answer because I want you to answer it too. How do you think country music and rap music and how they influence the younger generations?
So this this is kind of like a little dive. This actually we've just kind of been getting a setup in our new spot where we're rehearsing and stuff.
Okay.
We got a live mic sitting in the middle of the room, so this is all live rehearsal on a long set.
Oh, you can talk. You talk to them. They watching you live.
Mm-hmm.
They watching you, so you can explain it all to them.
All right. Well, here you go. This is "Wannabe." This is an original song. I kind of wrote this in a spot, kind of dark spot about a woman. So I think you'll catch the drift.
Oh, it's the water.
Okay.
So this is a live recording.
Yeah.
Okay. what
vocals
you do
are
there.
a little muffled on that, you know, like
But-
we're trying to get our sound mixed with the live stuff, but
Mhm.
eventually, like that song and about the 8 or 9 others that we got are going to all be studio mixed, and we're going to drop them.
I want to say it was hard to hear because, like you said, it was live, but I fuck with it.
I could hear it.
The reason why I fuck with it is because it's not like what you hear these days. I'm getting like old school Leonard Skinner vibes from that type of music. You got that what I just heard from that, and I like that because it's not what people do these days. So I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with that just because I like it. It reminds me of the old school days of Leonard Skinner and all that.
I don't even want to say my initial thought.
Oh,
My initial thought is I would do a lot of coaching this, like for sure.
Woo!
So
No?
You said Coke?
they do a lot of coke.
I would do some.
I
I
can
do
do
a
that.
lot of that.
Just
Because I
vibe
was
out,
like, okay, so when I hear this, I feel like I'm in a bar with live music and everybody's vibing the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I immediately like. I was getting goosebumps. I'm like, fuck. I wanna do a lot. Like when I think like that, when my mind goes to that, it means
Party Central.
It's party time.
Yeah.
So
But you get that in the studio and get that recorded.
Yeah.
So my
Yes, I
cousin I was
appreciate
telling you
100%.
about, which you should probably get on this podcast because he'll tell you some fucked up shit. He's also biracial.
okay.
We got backline there, so he's been on both sides of the block, like with our white as fuck side, with our blackest you can
Oh
get.
yeah.
If you were familiar with the QC, like his family's in the courts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're not scared to roll in there like at all.
Yeah.
But he has taught himself, he does all of his mixes, all of his beats, he fucks with his own vocals. He's one motherfucker that'll tell you right now, like all that juicy shit you're looking for.
That's
You need that motherfucker up
get
there
him on
right
here.
now.
We gotta get him on here.
Hit him up.
He'll be in town
We
the
gotta get him on.
23rd if you're not busy.
Of this month?
Yeah.
I won't be busy then. The month up.
And my baby gets
Y'all
induced
heard
on
it.
my baby gets induced on the 16th. So
We got somebody
good?
coming.
Alright.
I'll admit I enjoyed that. See, I'll be honest. I didn't give a fuck about the motherboard. Like I could hear through that, and I could hear the emotion and of you singing, and then I could hear this motherfucker going off on the solo.
Crazy.
man,
Going
yeah.
crazy.
So that's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
you a wild one. I wanna see you break some shit now for real.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll actually on the next pod that you said on 23rd, right?
Have them break one.
No, I want to see them do a live
Bring
song.
it.
Yeah, that'd be
Bring
cool.
it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, won't it be
Yeah,
a lot of
like
shit
guitar
though
already,
to
dude.
bring?
No, ask them. Would
Yeah.
Is
it?
that even possible?
Plug in amp and his guitar.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a problem at all.
I'm down. Fuck
Whole
it.
fucking concert for it.
I'm down. I'm down.
Hopefully, like I think next time too, we can probably get a couple of the other boys coming in on
Let's
this.
say if we get Jackson to come in what it boils down to when it comes to playing leads, because I've been in situations with 2 guitars, 1 guitar. You always have to kind of adjust accordingly. And when it comes to really laying down like a solo, if you don't have a good rhythm track behind it, it's just kind of floating in the wind. The rhythm section's always what provides the backbone for something.
We're a fairly
so-
intricate band where like the other pieces have to kind of be around like for it to work
That
for our
makes
song
sense.
list,
You can still play lead and rhythm.
But
at the
yeah,
same time,
absolutely.
too.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just a matter of what you want. You want an acoustic thing, or we can get in here and jam out. I mean, or hell, we could probably even arrange for hosting the pod at a rehearsal or something. So that's whatever you guys want to do.
I like it.
I definitely,
And honestly,
I'm
I'd
definitely keen
be
on
down
getting
to
the content
come.
out.
I'd be down to go get some.
What y'all
content
think?
while
I do
we
like
perform.
our rehearsal space we have.
Honestly, you need to get Gage in there. That's what I was trying to say, was that he could help you like with the initial mixing, recording, because he's got all of his. I mean, this man is so extra. He's got his shit in Louis Vuitton, like literally
Top tier.
big ass briefcases, like for his recording.
Look
like,
good, you feel
he
good, you
brought
play
all
good,
of his
right?
shit to my. He actually opened at the 210 for Colt Ford.
Cole Ford was at the 210. Yes,
Yep,
he was.
and
Yep.
he opened. He was the first one, and then it was Blake Banks, and then Colt Ford. But we got him up there, and he pissed a lot of people off by the shit that was in his lyrics. But I love to see it.
Here's the thing with music too is like, it's just like anything. It's like politics. It's like a religion. It's like
Facts.
there's gonna have to be some people that dig it. There's gonna be some people that don't. If you don't, do it gracefully.
And then that's
That's
what
all I
ties.
ask.
That's
You know,
perfect.
like-
That because now you got that question. I think what you just said
That's,
ties
that's,
right in.
that's what ties into my next question.
Okay.
So you know the difference between country music, country rock music, and hip hop. Do you think that the influence of what country rock music compared to hip hop music, do you think it kind of separates whites and blacks sometimes too because of the way that music's put out?
I think it does, but only because we allow it.
I see what you're saying.
One of the best things I ever heard about, I think, I don't want to get it wrong, I want to say Morgan Freeman said it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, the reason the racism exists is because we keep talking about it.
I can see that.
Why is there a divide? Because we keep fucking talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not that divide.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not. I mean, there is. There's bad people.
Oh,
There's bad eggs. But you know as well as I do, I could walk into the hometown bar. You could walk into the hometown bar.
And we ain't
it's
getting treated
love
different
from anybody.
Yeah, we're not getting treated either different from nobody.
People know the real thing. Like, it is like that. It's like that fucking everywhere. It's love. If you show love, you get love.
You choose to.
I mean, it's that fucking simple. Plain and simple.
You
like,
choose love or choose
the
hate.
way to get rid of racism is to stop fucking talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are going to say, well, that's cliche coming from a fucking white guy.
No, 100% they're going to say that.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fight me. I'm kidding. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, for real, on a real note, like, you want to get rid of racism, stop talking about it. Because it's really not, I don't think that's that big of a fucking issue going on, because what I see, like, the only reason I speak on it is because I'm versatile. I came up in the hood, but I've been to bonfires and sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you don't think it's an issue right now?
Well, I wouldn't say it's not an issue.
Okay. I'm not trying to start. I'm just asking.
No, I wouldn't say it's not an issue, but the only reason it is because we keep talking about it. We keep beating it into people's brains. We keep beating it into the brains that a young black kid that's growing up in the hood only has a couple ways to get out, right?
No, that's facts.
Well, how come he can't learn how to play the piano and be in a rock band? How come he's got to pick up a microphone and rap?
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I was going to
You know
bring
what I
up.
mean? Like,
There's been some artists the last few years that have, on both genres, that are kind of challenging the usual narrative. And I'm trying to think, what was that song that came out a couple years ago? It was a country song by a black artist, and it was #1 for a long time. It was like Wagon Wheel. We had wheels.
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
Tomorrow.
I really thought
Boogie and the
he was-
Blowfish.
That's about Old Town Road.
I thought
Old
he was
Town
gonna-
Road.
Old Town
I'm
Road.
not necessarily.
That's what I thought you
I
were
was
going.
about Old Town Road.
That's
That's what I'm talking about.
Lil Nas X, Old Town Road.
But I see. I couldn't remember the name of the song, so no disrespect to that artist, but that is an example of somebody that's kind of challenging the narrative, somebody different.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
There's one going on right now. There's a white basketball player in high school. No one in the country. White man. Hands down the coldest white boy you ever see play basketball. I guarantee people probably told him, like, you ain't making it to the league, bro. You white. Like, I guarantee that's what he is. So I can see on both sides where it comes on both
Look at
sides.
Mac McClung.
I don't know. I
Animal.
think people fail to realize the hurt that comes. I'm just speaking because I come from a biracial family. Like I've seen my white people struggle. I've seen my mixed people struggle.
Mhm.
But like when you really get down to the nitty gritty, like in the behind the scenes, there's a lot of hurt in those previous generations, and so that hurt bleeds on, just like anybody
Absolutely.
else's other trauma.
That's a
That
good way
hurt
of saying
bleeds
it,
on.
yeah.
So them kids that are growing up in this generation now only know
They just living through that trauma.
they're just living through their trauma.
Because they were raised to
they're
be taught
trying
that
to be
way.
true to their
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Is what they're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can't hate on them for that
Right.
Yeah.
ever. So
The biggest thing is, it just goes that the simplest fucking thing you can do is just not talk about it. Don't see race.
exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
it's that simple.
But
I think that's where you guys have a lot of power, because when it comes to you guys' music, right, the music that you choose to, the directions you choose to go, you could either be someone who is, talks about peace and love, or, be more relationship based, or, talk about more experiences versus, I guess something that only a white dude would do, I guess, in a sense. I don't even know if I'm making sense right now.
No, you are, because we talk about partying, and you can't have a party if you don't have a mixed pot, right?
100%.
If
swear to God, you
if
can't.
it's all my same people, it's a get together.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a party. Y'all better be at the show. I want to have a party. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't, dude. I think what really helps me out too is I went in the Marine Corps, and I learned to love.
But see, that
My
right there
boys,
makes you, so different, bro. Like,
The
you are a
military-
unicorn, because it's the same with me. Like, that's why I instantly vibe with you at the same time, because I'm not like anybody that I hang around or nothing. My perspective, none of that, because all the shit I've been through the military.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that how you being there, especially the Marines. Holy fuck, people in Marines are crazy, like absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I could see how you probably had a guy who was your best fucking friend. And he was black, like, and nobody could even say nothing
the
to
guy
him.
I said I'm writing a song about. AJ, it's coming here soon. I got a song called Swamp Rat. Stay tuned for it, buddy. This man right here, he was my fucking bang, bro. We went to an army base.
Y'all was no mind.
No, like that was my buddy, man. Like that was
banging out there?
my right hand.
Bang busting? Okay, my bad.
No, there's some banging going on. But this guy, I met him in the schoolhouse, and we got attached to an army base in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and Fort Lost in the Woods, for anybody that knows. Hated this kid, man. Well, I didn't really hate this kid. We just didn't, like, we never really thought he was annoying, class clown type.
Right, because he was black? I'm joking.
That was a good one. Hell yeah, brother. South Wheel Rock.
But
I couldn't help it. It was like right there. Just, it was just
what's actually funny about this, too, biracial. I mean, he's actually like Native American.
Oh, shit.
Black, white. I mean, so he wasn't,
oh, he just got the whole smorgasbord.
He got the...
Tri-racial.
Oh man, he got the whole smorgasbord right there.
What really set it off was, like we were in the same platoon and everything in MOS school, and me and him found out he was Williams, I was young. We found out we was going to Japan together. Mm-hmm. And then when we found out we was going to Japan together, we found out we was going to the same unit together.
Damn.
And then when we found out we was going to the same unit together, we were the two new boot drops for a badass unit out of Okinawa, and we were going to be rooming together.
And
for the next
nobody
2
fuck
fucking
with
years.
y'all either, so y'all gotta have each other's back.
Yeah, and so like we get in there, and he's like, "All right, bro, I'm about to take a shower." I'm like, unpacking my bag, I'm cleaning shit up. This motherfucker puts on Boosie, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's Boosie, badass." Man, shoulders, chest, head, He comes out the bathroom, right? He comes out the bathroom, shaving cream on. He's hitting the crazy legs and shit. We just dap up instantly right then and there, and then one of our sergeants come down. He's like, "Hey, Boots, hey, Boots, outside. It's time to get welcome to the unit, type shit." Mm-hmm. Nervous as fuck. We're around all these motherfuckers, like been there, done that type shit.
Oh,
and
shit.
It's fight ring, it's fucking drinking whiskey with higher ups and just talking and trying to break you in, basically, essentially, and lucky for me and Williams, we just came from backgrounds where we could hang, and we established ourselves that night with some of the top dogs of the unit, and from there, man, like the 2 years breezing, it was breeze for us, and me and him got tight as fuck, and to this day, man, like he's still my brother. He's one of the only guys I really talked to out of the service. I talked to, there's a handful, it was about 2 or 3. We
I
lost
can
a
see
couple.
y'all.
Which base was y'all in?
I was on Hanson.
Are you in Hanson?
Yeah, we was right behind the theater.
Hanson had some places on there that were haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Absolutely.
Y'all
So
really?
So they were still haunted?
So did Schwab.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there was spot what?
So y'all.
There was also
didn't you?
I enjoyed certain places that I was at. Certain places like Fort Hood in Texas. Fuck no.
That motherfucker got shot up, didn't he?
I was there both times.
Yeah.
It, like right down the street.
Crazy.
They got shut up.
See, I never did the stateside thing. Like, so I was never on base at stateside.
Would y'all do it again?
Absolutely.
Not
That changed my.
Not
If you did the Army, you'd be straight. But
not the Marine Corps.
the military for me set me up to where, like, mentally, I'm the person that I am now. I had no direction. I had no aim in life. And then when I got in there, I still didn't have no aim in life. So all I was doing was getting drunk and doing wild shit. Mm-hmm. Maybe like year 8, I started going, damn. All I've been doing is nothing and drinking.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start doing something.
Yeah.
But the military allowed me to have that buffer. Because if I was doing it in the real world, I'd probably be dead or in jail or something if that was the case.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the military literally gave me that buffer where now I could have something that I could do. And I was able to channel that when I got out into everything.
And you said not the Marine Corps?
Yeah, I mean,
I honestly feel like if
gracious
you
in the
was
same
if you
thing.
was in the Army, bro, you'd be my
The
bro.
Marine Corps tried to get him a few days ago.
Really?
They
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gracious because when I went in full fucking throttle. Besides, you know, I'm not a Navy SEAL, but I'm a fucking Marine, and you can't take that away from me.
You said you went in what year? What year did you actually join?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 to 18 was my service.
Fuck, you joined 15? Oh, I feel old.
Yeah.
I joined 03.
So
God
you went
damn.
straight in
I was in
after high
third
school?
Yep.
In 03?
Yeah.
Yep. I kind of got hit with some choices to
that's
where like I
great.
had to make a decision, and I just went. I went to the Marine Corps because at the time we had a great recruiter in town. And he was cool, man. And like he attached to me pretty tough, and we did workouts all together, and he got me ready for it. And
So he got lucky.
Yeah,
My dude lied to me the whole fucking time. I met him 2 years later. I said, "You motherfucker, you lied to me." He said, "If I told you the truth, you wouldn't have joined."
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, "You son of a."
So-
Gotcha.
I'm like, you know what? You know what? You know what? You're right. 'cause
So
I
y'all
would
be
not
the
have
first two to sit there and say recruits are full of shit.
Oh, we ain't
was?
the first two to say it.
Mine was
Recruit
for sure.
I ain't never met a recruiter that ain't full of shit. Even
He
the one that was
literally-
good.
But it's
and
also
really-
it's their job too. The
You
field.
gotta be a bullshitter. You're a salesman, basically.
I have the
You're not selling a
respect, yeah,
product.
yeah,
You're
facts.
selling
No,
numbers.
But if they so let me get this straight.
Selling
When a
cells.
recruiter gets someone to sign off and go swear in, they get paid for that, don't they?
They hit their numbers.
I
they
don't
get
know.
bonuses.
I don't want to speak on that.
Well, for
'cause I don't
Army they
know.
do.
Yeah.
Army they get a
might-
bonus if they
I
hit
have
a
no
certain
idea.
amount of quota.
But there's like if you don't meet a quota, I'm sure like they
Yes.
can take you out of that assignment.
They can.
It's a cake fucking assignment if you think about it, because you don't want to. Like, you're not on a base, you're not downrange, you're not doing anything. You're sitting at a
like
fucking
you're
desk
basically in your hometown,
and
local.
you're developing. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
all.
You know how
you're
your
fucking doing.
algorithms on Facebook will like advertise to you accordingly? I keep getting this Air Force one that pops up that's like playing the Air Force band, and it looks like
Hey, look, I ain't gonna cap though.
It's like
Air
Tom
Force is
Cruise
the-
with a guitar.
Air Force is the best place to
Well,
go.
see, out of all
That
my
was my
friends that
first
joined
love.
the
You're treated
military,
like a
that
human
seems to be
being.
the best.
Everybody talks like first
you know.
name basis. In the Army,
Yeah.
you say first name, you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, at least back then. Now it's not like that. It's more soft.
I gotta
That's why I
speak
got
some.
out.
I gotta speak some beef on the Army real quick.
Go ahead.
Y'all goofy ass fucking cadences and shit walking to the.
Wow, what a
hall.
hater, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get your shit off. Get your shit off.
Yeah,
You mad because we got swag when we eat and you ain't got, like, what y'all do when y'all eat?
You got swag when you eat. We got swag when we battle. There's a difference.
Ooh,
Damn.
look, they about to look at Lil Dave. Lil Dave about to say, okay, hang on. Let me see this
I would
one.
agree with you, but I don't because I've had 3 deployments and look, no.
Basically,
That's too
you're
touchy. That's too touchy.
No, basically what I'm going at, when I was on Fort Leonard Wood, you know, like we'd be having our little formation for the morning or something, and the Army would pass through us, and they were like, "On the way to the kitchen."
Yeah, but that's Linwood.
That's
Like
but
those are weirdos.
Well, I get it. You know, I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
they're
everybody does
weirdos.
that.
So you got to point them out because
But it's
certain
just,
certain MOSs don't go to certain places. Like me, I was logistics. I went to every base. So I was in air defense. I was in Germany. I was aviation. Oh my G, I was in Black Hawk unit.
Oh, so you was flying?
Black Hawk baby, flying that motherfucker,
Oh, you was
boy.
in it.
Hey, now it's everything sound cool until you're on the air base and it's fucking 0 below
Yeah,
30,
right.
and that shit just whoosh, and you like, oh shit, it's fucking cold, and you ain't got no jacket on.
Oh man.
Tell me about it. I rode in the damn cargo bay
Yo.
on a C-130 from Okinawa to Iwakuni. About
C-130s are so
2 hours.
fucking cold.
They're kind of
dude.
cool though.
They
Think about
cool.
it. You sitting
but
in a
they
cargo
freezing.
basket, just
Yes,
chilling.
just shaking and shit.
Yeah, shivering.
If anything happens, you're dead. Like
Yeah,
you know.
fuck. It's just a chill.
So I've talked to you about it. Have you ever had a near-death experience in the military?
I think I only told
Not
you
in the
one of
military.
them.
Well, yeah, actually in the military, yes. But I've had probably like 4 or 5. Yeah.
You
But
you
not
told
in the
me
military.
I
You
think I
told
told
me
him
yours.
one. I think I
Yeah,
told him
about
one
the
of my
tent.
6.
about in the tent.
The
when-
tent was
when it
that
caught on
was
fire.
Hey,
So-
relax.
Yeah.
You're not
Ours was like a boot camp flubber. Like it was like a you
It happened at boot camp.
you know when they first fucking introduce you to the damn grenades and shit, and you gotta do that dumbass pose.
Right.
And you gotta fucking launch it
Oh,
out.
what the
and
fuck?
So this
Oh yeah, you
motherfucker
got
just
those
pulled the
grenades.
yeah, he just pulled the pin. We're sitting in the pit and shit, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, whatever," and then like opens it, and there's like 4 of us sitting in a pit, and it's like I'd never seen like a drill instructor or anything move so fucking quick. When I tell you he had this man's grenade out of his hand, thrown down range, and tackled this man, had him in a fucking headlock in like 3 seconds, I do not exaggerate. This man came up so
That's
fucking
drill
quick on
sergeant
some
for you.
badass shit. Spartan kicked me in the chest to fucking put me down, and like
So
That's
was he
it.
afraid to
Some
throw
serious
it?
shit.
Was he afraid to
I
throw
don't
it?
know. I
people
don't
know
think he
that.
realized, like, this is real life. Like,
Nah, people know that. Fam, you gotta think. Look. You gotta think about this, right? Because when I he
you
got
see some grown men do some
You
crazy.
said you got in
fucking shit.
2015. You said
Yeah.
so, and this nothing against Marines. 2015 versus my version of the military in 03,
totally different.
Totally different.
We
Like,
call it.
I can agree on
Yeah,
that.
we
Yeah, I
call
can
it
agree
old
on
core
that,
versus
yeah.
new
Old core
My
is
military friends
the
say
shit I was
that,
in.
yeah.
They could beat the fuck out of you.
Old core
first
versus
day.
new core. Yeah.
I had a sniper who was one of them dudes was sniper. He was Delta. You know what Delta is, right? Delta's like, bro. If somebody
Don't fuck
Delta,
with them guys, basically.
if somebody in Delta want like if their target is you, you're gone, bro. Like you'll never see light again. But you won't even know what happened. Like they'll get you from like 3 miles out. He was a sniper. This dude walked up to me and was like, "Hey, because my name's Smallwood, so everybody's crack jokes like Smallwood, like small ball, small dick, whatever." And so he said something. I said, "Hey," he was a white dude. "Hey man, hey white dude, you ain't about to fucking talk to me like that." He smacked the taste out of. I'm talking about like I was like like. When I say I was shocked that a man slapped me, and I was like, "You mother!" And everybody looked like I ain't gonna do nothing, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is different."
The military was probably more efficient back then than it is now. Though.
Okay,
you
so
know what I mean?
this is
they wouldn't battle
this is
over
why.
bathrooms.
So I got out in 2015.
No shit.
When he joined is when I got out. The reason why I got out is because I was scared because how soft everybody was being treated.
Yeah.
People were getting killed in Iraq.
That's a
for that.
decline, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Because they started lighting.
Yeah,
up
because
more.
so for
Complacency
example,
and
the
shit,
shit we was doing, when I was doing the training, it was so stressful that you was basically almost gonna get killed. They didn't care, you had to still do it. Around 2013 to 14, they made it to where you had this card, or you can say, "Hey, this is too stressful, I can't do it," and they still let you pass. So you never got through. Yeah.
So I will
100%.
say,
Participation trophies
I
in the
didn't.
military.
You just
Yeah.
solidified that for me. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yes.
The Marine Corps don't do that shit. However,
Now I
They
do
do
know
now.
Marine is
They
not as
might
crazy
now.
as it used to be though. Because when I joined, I had my boys that went to Marines, and bro, it was bad. It was
Well, now,
I was
like,
terrified of
women
the
can go to
Marines training.
California and train now. That's
was
like a
really
new
bad.
thing. That never used to be. Like it was based off like there's 2 places you can train to be a Marine. It's Paris Island or San Diego. And based off where you live, I think it's either north-south Mississippi or east-west Mississippi or whatever the fuck it is. But it decides where you go. You don't pick where you go. Traditionally, all males, no matter fucking what, on this side would go there. No female. Like you could live in California as a female, but you'd have to go to Paris Island. Well, now they got rid of that shit to where now the females intermix and train with the males in California.
Oh, that's
And like
that's
things
a
are
distraction right
lightening
there.
up. Things are lightening up, and it's like I'm glad I'm not fucking there to deal with the bullshit anymore.
100%.
Okay.
But when I was coming in, I was right at the very end phase of like, like we got Spartan kicked, we got pushed in the ring room, we got hands put on us and shit like that. But it wasn't still like, I got guys that I served with. That,
I'm assuming they
that
told
came
you
up
stories where you was like, "What?"
Dude, I got guys that I came up and served with that like, man, like I got ribs broken and fucking
Dude, that
collapsed
I
lung and
was
shit. in boot
about to
camp.
say that they do a thing that we call Hell Week. That's for our high echelon
I know what you're talking
soldiers.
about.
We got Hell Week.
They do no. Their regular soldiers in 03 were doing our version of Hell Week, and Hell Week was only for the elite of the elite. Like they was getting ribs broken, face broken, all like you had to get something broken.
This just sucked.
Like a bones had to be broken for you to graduate.
I feel like David Goggins needs to be brought up at this point. I know you know who that is
Yeah.
probably.
David Goggins.
I
I want to say something about David Goggins.
Oh man.
He's a hell of a man, and I love exactly what he does. But at the same time,
I knew something was coming.
smoke a fucking joint, bro. Chill the fuck out.
Oh,
like you're on go 100% of the time, bro.
he's gotta-
Like
he's gotta
I
do
gotta
it.
wake up every once in a while and just be like, hey, like
There
it's a
has
little
to-
chilly
there
outside.
has to
I
be
just
a-
want to chill.
There has to be a spectrum that exists in order for the chill people to exist. There has
Absolutely.
to be David
Okay,
Goggins.
okay. So I see where y'all coming from, but when I got out, right? Right before I got out, I didn't know I had PTSD until like 3 years before I got out. So imagine I had my first deployment my 3rd year. I was in 12 years. Year 3, till the third year, the last 3 years, I didn't know I had PTSD. I had 3 deployments. So I had an adrenaline thing.
Right.
Like bad. Like
chase it.
Yeah.
What do you do with that in the service?
That's why I would drink until I would drink. That's why I drank. I would drink, and then when I finally hit I'm just normal, I can relax, blackout.
Bro, when it got to the point to where I look at myself and I'm like, because over in Okinawa, you know, the drinking age ain't 21, and I go over at 18, so like I'm 19 years old realistically at the bear stand, fucking blasted with grown men.
Blasted.
That's got some issues.
Someone's
And I don't yet. I'm fresh. I'm a baby, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when I find myself, it's 5:30 in the morning at the smoke pit and everybody's getting ready for formation and I'm laying there in silkies on the ground, can't even fucking hardly like function. That's I'm not even 21 yet. It's an issue.
So
if I was to stay in the Marine Corps, I feel like
I'll be honest
it
with you.
sent me that.
I'll be honest with you. To me, that's initiation because I was like that. I woke up in the.
Yeah, but initiation don't last for 2 years. You know?
Germany did. In Germany it did.
If I understand correctly, then PTSD is kind of where when your fight or flight response gets to
Stuck.
the point where you're
Fact.
stuck
It's
on the flight.
Yes,
you know.
it's stuck. So for me, I'm glad you brought that back. So for me, when I got out, even now, when I channel into content, that's why, and I told him this shit too, I'll make like 10, 15 videos in one day. Most content creators, dude, they're like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, how do you even do that, right? But just in business, I'll be the guy that's up all night. Like, when I channel into something, I'm doing it all day and night. That's the only way I can deal with my shit. If I don't deal with something like that, then I'll do absolutely nothing, and I'll do that extreme, which is why I gained like 100 fucking pounds.
So then, question for you: like, do you feel like going through life where you're at right now? Do you feel like the military set you up for obstacles to come?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like where I'm at. I mean, I look at it as a standpoint being 21. I lost my mom at 44, and it fucking shell shocked me, bro. Like, I wasn't doing music at this point in time. I just come home from the service. I'm a little depressed at this point because I'm like, fuck, I miss my boys. I miss the life that I had and shit. And then mom died. And that's when I kind of met Bo. Or well, I met Bo before that. I was working for him before that, all that, and hating him at that point. You know? And then mom died, and I think it just, I don't know, something. He's a very spiritual person. And I believe, I'm not a spiritual person, but I truly do believe that, you know, he said God told him that day, like, text Tyler. And he's like, fuck you. I'm not doing that. You know, I hate this kid. And God's like, do it.
So he texts you out the blue.
Out the fucking blue, man. Like, I'm literally sitting on the couch and I get a text from Bo and I look at it and I didn't even read it at first. I literally looked at his name and was like, fuck this guy.
The world works in mysterious
And I opened
ways,
it up, man, and like to this day, like I couldn't see my life without Bo in it. You know, like he's definitely a mentor for me. I look at him as a best friend. He's bunched or a couple years older than me, but like he's been through the aspect of life that I don't mind sitting and listening because he's got time on me and stuff. And I think, you know, after the military and then losing my mom and then him reaching out to me, those obstacles came easier because I was in a mindset that the Marine Corps prepared me for.
100%. If it wasn't for that, you probably wouldn't have made it through it.
And then the connection too with my dad. My dad, he was a law enforcement officer for almost 30 years. And on top of that, like, he had a full-time job. He worked at AutoZone distribution every single day. Never missed a day. He worked there for 28 years. I watched this man growing up, would come home from work. As soon as he gets off work, sit in the chair, kind of doze off a little bit, maybe eat a cold hot dog, go through his police uniform on, work till 3 o'clock in the morning, come home, go to bed at 4 o'clock, wake up at 6, go back to AutoZone the next day.
So the
Do
hot
that
dog
3 or
had
4
to be
times.
cold though?
Huh?
So the hot dog had to be cold though?
Always cold hot dogs in our house, yeah. He's just right out the fridge. He ain't got time for the convenience. Just mustard, boom, right out.
I only asked because I used to eat cold hot dogs, and I felt like I could never tell anybody this.
Oh, you got
You guys are
tapeworms.
ghetto.
You got tapeworms for sure. Yeah, we got tapeworms.
I had that. Something be fucked up in my body.
But no, that's how he rolled, man. And like his service in the police community and everything, and then me being a Marine, like that's something that we stood on hardcore. Like my grandpa, he was the only military member in the whole entire family. His dad, he was an Army guy. Fucking hated the Marines because he's an Army guy and loved the world out of me. You know, always wore a Marine hat and everything. And so like for my dad and my grandpa, it was a big deal that I was a Marine. And you know, I got this picture. It's my favorite picture in the world. I'm standing in my dress blues next to my dad wearing his dress blues.
You posted on Facebook, didn't you?
And yeah, it's my favorite picture in the
love
world.
that.
But it channels the fact that like that's really why I do this, man. It's like,
Right.
That's what
I've been through a
you.
lot of bullshit in my life, especially very recently. And if it wasn't for the Marine Corps putting me in the headspace that I'm in, and honestly, these guys saving my fucking life and coming around and being family.
See, this is why
I don't know where I'd be.
This is why when y'all was talking about him, I was like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like, let that man join the military. I don't give a fuck what version it is. Like, we don't. I mean, it's just my perspective because I know if I didn't join, this would not be the version y'all would see in me at all.
Right.
So we don't know what effect it might have on him. Even if I would say join something else though. Don't join the Marines.
If you didn't get in the Air Force, go to the Air Force.
Hey, I'm sure now, if you join the Air Force, fam, you will not be doing it. You'll be like, you'll be a regular person.
And if you want a taste of the hardcore shit, but want to still put your hands in your pockets and be cool as fuck and get tattoos, be a corpsman.
Well, the military will pay for your schooling, right? So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
thinking
absolutely.
if you're thinking longevity-
He's already been in school.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if not,
Oh, well,
if you're thinking
fuck your
longevity,
goal.
you can do it to get your school.
I'm only saying if you
Cap.
don't. I'm only saying if you don't have anything that you're focused on or going towards. You know what I'm saying? Because when it happens like that, what happens is in the middle of you not doing nothing or don't have a goal, you don't have a lot of bread coming in. So, like, for example, with me, I was like, man, at least I'm getting paid and I can save, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever that I want to along the time I figure something out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in the middle of that, you can also get trained.
too. I didn't even realize that. You've been through school, man.
But also, that's why I was going
Run straight through that shit. You'll be a cap.
That's why I was going to ask you though, because I knew your story and I know LaDavion's story, and LaDavion. Before I say anything, I'm not saying anything to put your business out there like that. I'm not, but I feel like you can learn something from him too because you guys have something in common.
Absolutely.
He lost his mom and his dad within the past year and a half, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So how was you able to reflect on that? Like if you were to give him an advice, how was you able to overcome that? Because he lost them within a year apart, maybe less.
Yeah, mine was 2 years, and also I'll tell you, I mean, from my head to yours.
Pause. That sounds crazy. Sorry, that sounded
Pause.
crazy. My bad. That sounded crazy.
You'll never overcome it, ever. And don't ever let people say you will. You won't overcome it. It's a matter of how you deal with it. Mm-hmm. And you can deal with it in so many different ways, man. You could go off the fucking deep end. You could be motivated. I've chose the motivation route. My parents will always have the best seat in the house of any fucking place I ever play at. You gotta find that though. Like you gotta find what is it for you. Like you'll never get over the fact that you lost your parents. It's your parents, But you'll definitely find ways to cope with it. Now I can't tell you how to do that, but your life ain't over because theirs are. So the way I've kind of told myself is like, it's unfortunate what's happened to me, but I ain't a victim, man, at all. So it's a matter of you could play the victim, or you can grow the fuck up, sack up, and go do what you gotta do as a man.
I can tell you one of your motivations right now is that little boy that you got, Dorian. Your son's your motivation right now.
If you got a little boy, then that's all the motivation you need in the world
How
right
old
there.
are you?
Now keep in mind, right? Keep in mind, he's able to say that because when you go through camp, right? When you go through camp, they do this thing where they break you down mentally and they rebuild you back up. So if there's anything that happens to your life at that time that's hard or difficult, right? You apply this mentality that they gave you and you keep moving forward. Mm-hmm. Most people don't do that. Why? Because they haven't went through anything legitimately stressful where they want to, unalive, because I know you can't say the S word, unalive themselves, where they witness death or something like that. Something where they will feel traumatized or stuck or super, super depressed, right? In the military, we stay in that zone. You see what I'm saying? So we create these things where like for example, he's locked in on music because everything is channeling into that. If he didn't have that channel into, he'd be all over the fucking place. But most people can't channel that because they don't know how to channel. So that's why I say if you had an opportunity, I would do it at least for 4 years. You come back and be like, yo,
your life will change.
Change dramatically.
I even told him that. I said if you don't feel like you want to go full active, go National Guard. Do your 2 weeks out of summer when we come on. Never mind. He says no.
Don't do the guard.
Do not
all or nothing.
Go balls deep.
You go balls deep.
Navy SEALs.
Do not do that. Do
Navy
not do guard. Do a little Matter of fact, I believe right now you can do 2 year stints. I believe you can do 2 years. I think.
Go in the Air Force.
You can do 2 years. I would do that. Right. Air Force or Army. If you can do Air Force, like if you got the whatever, you'll be in there chilling. You'll fuck around and be a career guy.
You'll be a captain.
From all my friends that have been in all the different branches, the Air Force seems to be
Is she a good mom?
Yeah. I'll say, you still got 2 years of eligibility left for football? Yeah. I'll say, because he's been a college athlete, so yeah. Yeah, so.
Are you garbage though, or are you alright?
Well, damn, don't say none that don't need to be explained. You ain't gotta say none that don't gotta be explained, man.
CD Lamb material or no?
Oh, so you ain't that good? It's fine. It's cool. Hey, look. Hey,
just say that then. Good. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So let me get us out of serious territory because it's getting too crazy, right? Oh yeah, he garbage. I'm joking, fam. I'm joking. He the one that's running in the front?
Yeah, college boy. Yeah.
Who you play for?
Milliken. All right. All right. Let me ask y'all. Let me tell y'all this, and I want to know what are you guys' reactions to this, right? So let's get to more fun topics, right? So we can get off the serious vibes.
Sure thing.
So the U.S. is going to be banning meat in 2023, right? Because we're going through the meat so fast that they're not able to even keep up. And from is
this a truth statement?
I'm not fucking around.
Oh,
bro.
what the fuck?
I'm not fucking around. So
how can you ban
here? No, because
I'm so intrigued.
How can you do?
Let me tell you why. Because they are. Remember, right now they're putting all types of steroids in the shits, right?
Oh yeah.
The meat now is not even real.
So no. So
you made a valid point.
So there's been a lot of rumors going around that where are they getting all this meat from?
They're cloning some of the shit.
No, because they still can't keep up because it takes years to do the clone.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Say it.
It's human meat.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that conspiracy.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hold on. Joe Rogan, are you listening to this?
Let me land my plane.
Fast food.
Let me land my plane, bro. I promise you. When you look at a hot dog, have you ever seen a hot dog get made? Have you seen the duration of it?
The pink slime.
They make 50 different animals that they put together for that, right? Mm-hmm. So, what if they just put one piece in it? You would never fucking know. You would never know.
Bro,
there's other meat that's like that.
They call that a proprietary
blend. Be like that.
I'm just saying.
These cold out the fridge,
but what I wanted to bring up on a serious note, the lawsuit with McDonald's with the pink slime? This has been relatively recently.
What is it?
There was a lawsuit to where they found that the meat that they're using was synthetic, basically. It's this pink
like a journalist that went undercover.
Now, when you say synthetic, break that down. It's not even a plant. It's not even. It's like a chemical.
Because I'm not an expert on it. I need to think. I
would go chemical.
It was definitely.
I would say chemically based.
Because I know the pink slime thing happened, but I don't know all the exact details.
Hey, hold on. You joking? But some of the shit,
it's spray foam. No. It tastes good.
Some of this shit that if you look at the ingredients, some of that shit is actually not supposed to be eaten by us, and we eat it.
Well, the FDA regulations in the United States are different than all the other countries.
Exactly.
There's stuff that we consume in our country
that we're not supposed to be eating.
That other countries will not consume because of their regulation. I mean, not the people, but the regulations set forth for the people don't even allow them to have access to that food. I think a lot of it has to do with
this is to deter.
Well, all right, prime example, Okinawa. You go to the McDonald's in Okinawa.
Okay.
My God.
Give me that. Give me no. Come here, man. Give me a minute.
Is it different?
I ain't never been to a place. I ain't never been to a fast food restaurant and felt like I was at a 5-star place.
Bro, because they
you can
literally
eat the
have
fries
farms.
off the floor.
I'm
The
picturing
burger.
Danville McDonald's right now, like
No,
The
bro.
burger.
No.
You can lose weight eating the burger combo.
It's prime.
Lose weight.
100%
crosses the
beef.
ankles.
Lose weight.
He said.
They got farms.
You
Do they
can
not?
lose.
Yes.
You can
They got
lose weight
farms.
eating McDonald's out there. That's
You know
how
what?
clean.
Now
They
that
got
you mention it,
farms.
I've seen TikTok videos of people when they go travel, they go to different McDonald's in the countries, and that food looks
Because they don't use processed shit.
They don't show the inside the McDonald's, but they show the food they eat looks fucking good.
Gas.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question because I feel like you're on the same level as me.
Yeah.
Cannibalism. All right.
We're on the same level.
Listen,
Yeah.
all right.
What's the go with that
Hold on a
one?
second. So what do you?
What's she
No.
go with that?
No, go ahead.
watch out, guys. No.
Hey, y'all, remember it's recording, so we got to make sure that she's being heard clear. Go
I
ahead.
like this
No,
is just
like,
that
okay.
she's the ghost voice off the side of the camera
No,
right now
literally.
too.
Go ahead.
All right. So when I'm asking, just like, okay, so when he's talking about like, you know, like slipping some human in there,
Slipping
right?
a finger
Oh,
in that
breaking
hot
it
dog.
Just like slipping, yeah.
Breaking down the macros
Alright.
of a human. No.
When you consume another human, does it alter your DNA because every other DNA is different? Now I'm asking because it's serious.
It's the hormone part, not the DNA. It's the hormone.
Okay, but hear me out though. Vaccines. This is gonna get some people all
That's
fucked
fine.
up. All right. Vaccines have aborted fecal. Here we are on the shit again.
Fuck.
Fetal matter. So like they take aborted fetuses and they put those in them vaccines.
That's
Those
also how they get stem cells too, though.
100%.
Yeah.
But they're using them in the wrong ways, and they should be. Stem cells
Sure.
are actually
Stem-
very good.
Yeah.
That's above my
I
pay
don't know
grade.
Okay,
a lot about
but
stem cells.
they
for a
are
minute.
taking aborted fetal cells
They're
and
gonna
they
come
are
looking
putting
for
them in
us.
their vaccines. All right,
Yep.
so hear me out. This is gonna take you on a whole nother level, probably. But it alters your, it fucks with your DNA. Then them 78 fucking vaccines that you're giving your kid all through their lifetime. I mean, there is both genders in that. So
Right.
who's to say it's not gonna fuck with your DNA? And that's a huge thing in their planning. So on the meat thing, so when you're on cannibalism, does that like eating people, does it alter your DNA because you're consuming another DNA like the vaccines do, or
Well,
like not?
when I got my personal training and nutrition certification, they didn't teach me
They
about the
didn't teach
cannibalism.
I gotta say, I don't
No.
like this.
No,
I don't like
what?
this one bit.
Oh,
Nah,
no,
I
what I was gonna say-
cannibalism went crazy.
No, I can add to what she's saying because that
Cannibalism.
problem exists with the food we're eating now because of the steroids that they're pumping into chicken and,
And that's what
cows.
that part I
The
was about to
chicken
talk
grows
about
so
is-
fast
yes.
now their legs break. They can't keep up with the growth. So
And we're eating that.
Can't
we
fucking
eat
catch
that,
them anyway.
and that also
It's good, bro.
that also adds
No, it-
to the
It's
absolute
good eating.
the
I mean,
absolute
how-
terror that the animals have when they die. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I have friends that are. I eat meat, but I also listen to the facts and the science. Cortisol is the stress hormone that's released in the body when you're under stress. The way that they kill these animals, there's a lot of cortisol in their bodies. And to like add what she's saying, like vaccines or steroids or whatever's being pumped into animals, you know, I think not just with that factor, I think that could be applied to the food we're eating on a daily basis anyway.
No, it is.
You know, yeah. So
I'm gonna tell you, I went on a I went on a cleanse, and I was doing what is this? It was like I was doing fasting, and I was doing some other kind of diet where I wasn't eating certain meats and stuff. I had never felt like that since I was in high school.
Sure.
And
Okay, but fuck that.
no. I'm saying it was boring, but I'm just saying
But from a
that
health
told
aspect,
me something. Like
Sure.
what am I eating? Because for example, fam, I was 300 pounds. Do I look like I'm 300 pounds right now?
No.
Fuck no. I've lost like 60 because I've changed my diet. But okay, getting back to the point. This is why this is disturbing to me. When the U.S. when they do something like this, see, I was a little bit deeper in the military. Like I've been deployed, so I've seen some shit I can't say right now.
Sure.
I'm still wondering when can I talk about some of the shit I've seen. But one of the things I noticed, right? One of the things was if they're telling you 2030 or 2030, that means this shit has been going on since like maybe 1980 something.
Yeah. That's
So-
already a plant. Like there's
Yes. So we've been eating the shit that we're not supposed to be eating. We've been eating it. I'm assuming, and this just from what I've dealt with the military, I'm assuming that it's already so bad that they're like, look, if we don't stop this by 2030, everybody's gonna be dead in the U.S. Like, or have something that's uncurable, like some kind of uncurable cancer. Like, so when you go to Korea, I don't know if you've been to Korea before, they have black syphilis.
Hell yeah, I got it right now.
So if you get black syphilis, I ain't gonna cap, I got scared. I was fucking terrified. If you get black syphilis, you can no longer come back to the U.S. It's uncurable.
Oh shit!
There's no cure.
Never heard
What
of
is
it.
When you get it's black, it's a sexually
That's
transmitted
racist
disease,
as
but
fuck.
it's black. You can't get rid of it. It's stuck. When you get it over there in Korea, you can't ever come back to the States. Never.
Oh wow.
Never come back. You have to stay in there forever.
I'm about to
in
just
Korea.
go, fuck.
So when I saw that, I said, hold on, man, that means that we've been way past. I mean, it just bothered me a little bit.
It's been implemented, yeah, absolutely.
It just bothered me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see what y'all thought about that.
Well, not to even say
I'm not
the
just
word.
on an all liquid diet, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to even say the word or get into all of it, but it makes you think about what other pathogens are exposed out there
Dude, I
for
ain't
whatever.
gonna get in on that.
You know,
I am a firm
but-
believer in the spray shit on the air. Like, you see those fucking things in the fucking air.
Oh, you're talking about the airplanes that spray the fields? Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
to
No, not
add
the
to
crop
this
dusters.
topic,
I'm talking
though.
about like the fucking lines
the
you see
jets
from
and
the
shit.
fucking air. Like,
Is that what they are?
Yeah, they're chemtrails.
It's a
What the
conspiracy.
fuck
I mean, yeah.
they are a conspiracy, but it makes sense.
I always see them.
All conspiracies
Yeah.
make sense, though, to a certain degree. That's why it's a
And-
conspiracy.
But I was going to say, anybody watching this, anybody listening,
That's another
I got some wild conspiracies.
have you guys ever heard of What the
No,
Hell?
seriously.
The documentary?
Straight up.
No.
There's a
All I
doc.
wanted to
Hold on
say
real
is
quick.
that
I like
Epstein
that.
didn't kill himself.
All right. No, I just want to say there's a documentary called What the Health, and it's about the American Heart Association and Tyson Foods, and they are actually business partners behind the scenes. And one industry is getting people sick with heart disease.
Hey,
the
no.
other company
I
makes
heard
money
that.
off of
I
it.
heard that.
It's
I
a
heard
really
that.
good documentary.
I actually.
Because I'm not a vegetarian, but this is a vegetarian documentary, so to speak.
So I know a guy who is close friends with somebody. I'm not gonna name anything. He was telling me. He said, "Yo," he's like, "Do you want to know what's absolutely crazy?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to know." Like, cause I
always do.
sometimes no, cause like a lot of my friends, like I was deep in the middle. Like a lot of my friends were Delta, you know what I'm saying? That's too deep. Like aliens and shit get
There ain't
brought
no
up.
coming back from that. Yeah.
Bro, like aliens and shit get brought up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, can I talk about that shit? You can never talk about it. I'm like, then why you telling me? I want to talk about it.
podcast, bro.
Yeah, man.
What?
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Aliens. All types of wild
If you
shit.
think that aliens don't exist, go take a dip in the ocean.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't. Because I honestly think the world is flat and there's a firmament.
Okay, she's
And
joking.
that-
We cool.
We're
getting down a rabbit hole, boys. We're getting down a
rabbit
hole.
the little
Look
gray
up
men.
Operation Fishbowl.
Fuck.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here, I want to touch on
The
the.
fishbowl part does
The
kind
landmass
of make a little bit of sense. A little
Right.
bit of sense.
Doesn't
But things do come here to the earth. So I don't know if they get past the fishbowl. I don't know how they get past it, but they do. I mean, a lot of people say that they're fourth dimensional beings or fifth dimensional, which means they can go through shit. Go
But
through
in
matter.
China, did you see that they're using like AI like in the sky, like literal like projection, kind of like big ass
Mhm.
projections, like to scare the general public. Like,
In China
That's
also.
Project Bluebeam.
Hold on, but
That's
hold
what that's
on.
called, yeah.
But China also, when invested in a fucking the biggest fucking telescope we have, so that they can see shit. Why would they do that? Ask yourself that.
because their eyes are so squinty. I don't
No, that's
Whoa.
racist. But I'm saying like why? You know what I'm saying? Why would they do that? To
The
see?
my only thing about flat Earth, I'm not gonna.
I
I'm not.
That'll get cut. It's
I don't
all
want to.
Oh no, I don't care about that.
No, I'll get into
I-
that. The only thing I always like to ask the flat Earth people. My brothers believe in that shit. The spherical shape of all the planets and the other things that you see Are those all flat too? I mean, I'm just curious. So it's all flat? I mean, I'm
Dude,
not
I
making
know.
fun. I
So,
mean, everybody,
my cousin's also
I
in the
want
service,
people to
and
believe
he
in
also
what they
said
do.
that there's like a mass north of Antarctica, like.
That's the Arctic, yeah, the Arctic Circle.
Okay.
There's an
He
Antarctic
fucking
treaty.
told me there's ice walls. Like, what kind of madman are you?
Look,
You know what I'm
man.
saying,
Look,
though?
I'm
Like,
telling
why is
you.
Antarctica?
Hey, that
fucking-
The Arctic
that-
treaty is a real thing.
That's a deep end right there. I don't know if
I
you
know.
want to go through that deep.
There's a lot of deep
That-
dives in this conversation.
I'm like this. I feel like you're not ready to go that deep. If I'm being honest with you.
I want to know, but
No,
like,
you want to know, but I think you got to do some steps first before we get that deep.
Yeah.
Because when you get that deep, you gon' I'll put it like this. You believe in God?
yes.
You don't want to go that deep then.
Oh, no.
I'll leave it like that. I'll just leave it just like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I want to know what you
Truth is
believe.
scary as
The shit you believe in will make you question everything. I mean, the shit that when the truth comes out, you'll question everything. And this is why religion is so okay. I'm not gonna do this right now.
Yeah, because you said the Earth is
I'm
flat,
not
right?
gonna
You
say
said
this
the
is a
Earth-
rabbit
I was about to go right
for
into
anything.
it.
Any debate, though.
You said
No.
you believe the Earth is flat, right?
I mean,
And I'm not against that. People want to think that that's cool.
You know,
I
like,
just,
I don't know.
You know.
Obviously, we don't know.
I feel like
You know what they push in school,
yeah.
and
We know
everything that
though.
we've been through, like pushed through, like all through
This
COVID,
is why
everything that
religion
they
is
want to
so
like,
pushed.
Mhm.
like pushed on you. I
Yes.
feel like you should always question because why are you pushing? that?
True.
you should.
Okay,
No.
look.
Question everything.
I'm
So
a-
like,
I'ma say
always
this.
free think.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
The Bible is real, right? But it came from another story.
Agreed.
That's I'm gonna say
We
that
don't know
much.
shit.
Right.
In our
It came from
being,
another story.
and right now, we don't know.
So there's
shit.
pieces, right? But religion is put in place so that you don't look up and you don't really, like ask certain questions. Why? Because like you're doing this, you're doing that, right? You're never looking. And like I'm sure now, if you look up, if you just like legitimately like look up sometimes. When the last time you looked at the sky? Like just looked at the sky.
This morning, chemtrails.
Well, I'm saying like just stare at it like at night
Yeah.
or whatever. Go outside at night and just look
I do it every now
at
and
the
then.
stars for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
The shit you will see,
Will blow your mind.
you will be like, what the fuck, dude?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I will say what was interesting was Elon Musk's satellites in the sky. I saw that shit.
Bro, the shit that they
Super
see
Bowl.
is
I like that
crazy.
night, man. I went out, saw that shit. It was interesting.
Elon Musk, like those billionaire guys, they see shit that's bewildering. I'll put it like this. I think I can say this because this didn't come from nobody. When I was in Iraq, this is something I see myself. When we was in Iraq, we was in this place really, really high up in Iraq. I can't think of where it was at. But where it was at is it was so high up in elevation that the stars look massive. I'm talking about like it looked like the stars looked so big it didn't look real. Put it like that.
Yeah.
You ever seen that before? Like where they don't. It's like this ain't real. It's like a screensaver. We were seeing shit up there when we were up there. Like just straight up, just sitting still. And it was dark. We were like, how the fuck can we see this shit?
My cousin said the same thing about Alaska when he was stationed there.
Oh yeah, you'll see some shit in Alaska.
I was gonna say the Arctic Treaty is interesting. I never knew what that was
Yeah,
until
it's-
I had somebody
Isn't
tell me
that
about
so
the
weird? Okay, so on
the
that
flat Earth
note-
theories. I've learned some things.
On that
you know.
note, like, when have we ever been on the same page as Russia?
Well,
Ever. But
there's
we've
two
all got
things
this
that I've
fucking
learned.
50-state fucking
Yep.
country treaty on like
Yeah.
Antarctica and shit.
I'm a-
Like,
hey,
when
look.
have we ever been on the
I'm
same
gonna tell y'all
page?
this one thing, right? And this is about to blow your mind. There is so much shit that's out there if you just go and read. There are documents right now that's been out for years that were classified before. The crazy part is people learn that, and this is how we control people. They've learned as long as we keep you busy, you ain't got no time to read nothing. There are unclassified documents that's happened from 50 to 100 years ago till I think like at least 20 years back. I think something like that. Oh, nuts! I mean, wild shit. Aliens, UFOs, cover-ups, shit that happened in Africa. It's all in there.
MK
So you can just go read
Ultra,
it.
astral projection. I've read a couple
Yes.
of these.
Oh my God. Let me tell you this one thing, and I'm done with this. Right? There was a classified document on this team of guys that did astral projection. Y'all know what that is? Astral
That's
projection is. You want to
what
say
I've
it?
read, yeah.
Astral projection is when somebody can have an out-of-body experience and go to that place. So they can literally travel to that place. There was a guy, was a team of people. We learned what Jupiter, what Saturn, Uranus, all these places were before we ever went there because these guys went there and gave us the picture of them. He drew it. That's where we got the first pictures from. It wasn't from satellites. It was from this team of guys. And then we learned 50 years later that the shit looked exactly like that. Explain that shit.
But does it?
Yes, we got the pictures. The picture in the classified documents, they showed that the shit matches it, right? They also showed the dark side of the moon. I'm a chill now because it's getting a little crazy again.
See,
but
this is how I feel when it comes to theories. Unless you can fucking prove to me that it don't exist, I'm gonna fucking believe it. Like Sasquatch. I've seen pictures. Until you can actually physically tell me that prove to me that this motherfucker don't exist, I'm gonna believe you fucking
AI
does.
have been around for years.
Once again, though, nobody does research. No, like I said, these documents been out for years, 20, 30 years. If you go and Google Canada's classified, Russia's unclassified documents, they shit is way wilder. It shows it in English.
Or the
But
UFOs.
when the last time somebody actually wanted to really like this thing? Let's be honest. You want to know, but you don't want to know.
Oh, I don't.
No, you don't.
Ignorance is
If I
bliss.
see a UFO come down,
No. I'm saying for the people who want to
Like
know,
this, you want to know. You want to know when you're gonna die, but you don't
want to know. I'm just saying.
Right?
If
No.
you really want to
I
know,
wouldn't wanna know.
you would have went deep enough to find where you could find it, and you would have found it without me even telling you.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I went on the darknet one time and I'll never do it again. I went there
There
looking
you go.
for like unclassified shit, but it was like
Point proven.
it was like some
Yeah, some like buy one get
Hey,
one on Oregon.
hey, no. Hey, look.
yeah,
Hey,
it was
point.
bad deal.
Hey, case in point. The moment you see some shit that you go, oh, it's too deep.
Nah.
You don't want nothing to. Let me go back to my original life where I didn't know. And this is why, like, for me, I'll be scared to have conversations with people because I'm like, yo, I didn't been exposed to too much shit.
Yeah, sure.
Like, all right, let me ask you this, right? So, this is taking a wild. This about to take a wild turn.
Uh-oh.
Another wild turn. So y'all know Will Smith, right?
Oh god. Here we go.
Oh fuck! You bring up this motherfucker at all.
I call it the Will Smith
I
syndrome.
don't want to have an
bro.
all serious pod, bro.
Hey,
like, fuck.
I opened this podcast up with saying,
I don't want to.
West Philadelphia.
I don't want to have an all serious pod. So, old dude, right? And if y'all don't know, right? For people who's watching, there's this guy that was rolling with Will Smith. He was like, what was he? His agent or something like that?
Yeah.
Been with him for years, like through thick and thin. He said he walked in and Will Smith was getting his cheeks clapped by one of his he was beating.
I read this recently.
And I'm talking about he was stroking Will Smith down apparently, like it wasn't like slow taps. He was giving him the Thrustmaster 5000 like what I do in my content. He was putting the whole.
He obviously.
His world got
he
flipped
was
upside down.
He was spinning the cap and all. He was biting his lip. So the thing is people are like split on both sides. What do you think is possible that you know what? No. I that's a good question. I think these days people hide their sexuality.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The question is does that change what you think about Will Smith?
No.
No, he's a winner.
I think when it comes to art or it comes to somebody's acting ability,
He's
I
so
think that's
versatile.
separate than the person.
Well, the thing is,
He's
he was
Michael
like-
Jackson.
If you judge
I mean,
someone with
that's a whole other
sexuality, it's because you just don't believe in that shit.
No, I see. I agree. I disagree with all y'all because let me tell you why. Why did you just come out and say who you were? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like okay, you're right because you about to say back then it wasn't a thing, right?
I was gonna say mainly like when Will Smith signed up to be an actor, he didn't sign up to tell you who he's fucking.
Yeah, but he also didn't sign up for Jada to expose all this weird shit that's going on either.
Well, that's
is she
Jada though.
just
That's a
on
different
shit?
case.
Oh no, she been saying shit for a minute that made me think that he was gay.
I think I'd be lying if I said I watched Fresh Prince. Is a little bit different.
Somebody tell the truth, man. Fuck.
Oh,
Man, I'm telling you, like that shit. Okay, no homo. I had a visual in my mind. I pictured him getting clapped, and that fucked me up. Like, fam, Will Smith is like one of my go-to movie people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he put it that descriptor, I said, "Oh fuck!" And he was like, "Nah," he was clapping. Like it wasn't. He was like, it was loud, and I'm like, "Hold on." He was like thrusting this shit.
I think my thing is though, is there really validity to that though? Because people can say whatever.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
You know. Okay. But think about it.
I could say that I did this, or somebody could say they did this to me.
Think about it like this though. Who would be the one person that would know your deepest and darkest? The one person. Your
probably
fucking
your wife.
agent. No, your agent. Why?
Oh yeah.
Because not even your wife would know. Your agent is the one who's covering up when you smashing this chick on the side. You get in the hotel
so
here.
Was it the agent that said
the agent is the one that said it.
That's why they make 70%. I know because I booked them.
Yes. So the agent said that they were
doing. What they be doing?
The agent said that they were doing a movie and they were looking for Will, couldn't find him. And he said he went to Will's room, they couldn't find him. He went to Dude's room and opened the door, and he was on the couch. Will was on all fours getting clapped.
Well, I guess he wouldn't have any reason to lie about the agent. I mean, what would he have to gain from lying about that?
He's already rich, right?
Yeah.
And what Dude made tons of money.
You know what I'm saying?
Off
This is a person that's successful. He's got a career, so he wouldn't be really have anything to gain.
Agents really make 70%?
No, they don't make 70%.
Oh, I was like, damn.
Like,
that's
70
the music
is crazy.
hold on, the agents.
Speaking of Will Smith,
agencies, it don't matter.
Speaking of Will
Those
Smith,
acting agencies.
I don't know how real it is. There's an I Am Legend or something too in the works.
Oh, sure.
I've seen that with.
I don't know how true that is.
And it's with Michael B. Jordan. I've seen that. I don't know if it's real, but
they don't even like.
Hopefully that's a real thing.
Okay. This is kind of why.
They don't
Why
because they get
me,
50 to 70%. If it doesn't make sense for their 50 to 70%, they're not gonna show them.
Makes sense.
That's how it works.
Okay. So this is why this bothers me, because we're in a time where it's so readily accepted. Like, as a matter of fact, to me, if Will Smith would have came out and said, "Yo, I'm non-binary, or I'm binary, or I'm 3 digits from the South," I don't know what the fuck they call that shit. Sorry, LGBT community. But if he came out and said that, he would even have a more serious backing to whatever. Like, they go buy whatever the fuck he was selling immediately because he was doing that. So I'm thinking like, yo, if he's not, and he ain't said nothing since.
Well, he's probably looking at it like a man of his stature. It's like,
yes,
especially that generation.
That's what makes me think Will was getting his cheeks.
But at the same time too, like, and I know Jada don't really necessarily.
Jada was probably doing the same thing.
Yeah, she don't necessarily have anything to do with this situation because it came from the agent.
Matter of fact, hey, well,
she's crazy as fuck.
I got a clip that I'm about to do some content to.
So do you think because of all this, that was some turmoil that he went up there and smacked shit out Chris for?
Fam, I don't even know if that was the case.
I feel like it was scripted.
I think it was scripted too, because I actually saw an older clip of a different person doing the same exact thing.
That black and white video?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to play a clip for y'all, and this is wild. When y'all hear it, y'all gonna be like, "Ain't no way this is what I think it is." But listen to how he say it.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
Why a dude was massaging him from the back. Will Smith was getting massaged from the back by a dude.
That's pretty sus.
I'm just saying, man. Like like he said, with like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like, I'm like, oh shit, I feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. I idolized him, so if
he knows a lot of people idolized him too, so like he's probably playing that card. Like, it's like,
so this
the OGs are gonna drop me. You know what I mean? If you idolize somebody and you want to be that person, and then this shit comes out, it's like, oh fuck! Like, am I about to be gay? Like, I low key was like, what the fuck? Like, I was had you all fucked up.
I'm like, I'm about to be gay. Like,
he was in the mirror telling himself,
because
like,
I also idolized Will Smith and Jada's like relationship, and I was like, I want me and my wife to be like that.
10 years ago,
and then this shit happened. I'm like, oh,
from what you knew. Yeah.
Right, but
That's a big lesson.
But I'm saying I wanted the bad and the good because they were going to be partners, and then you hear all this shit. I'm like, oh fuck,
So
what am I projecting?
Tupac?
I'm like, what?
Was she fucking Tupac?
Oh, Tupac was beating that shit down. No question.
Plunger.
But I'm saying it makes you go, well, fuck. What am I projecting out there if that's what I want? You know what I'm saying? That shit, It just made me feel really weird. You know what I'm saying?
Are you familiar with MK Ultra? Since we're talking about some of that other stuff, you start diving into the social cues and influence of these people and what they're doing, and you wonder what's real and what's not, and what's going. There's maybe a certain narrative being pushed, and people would get really mad at me for saying
Everybody thought fucking Kanye was crazy, but it's kind of checking out.
Right. That's why every time something happens with Kanye, I do not talk about Kanye unless it's something that he did that's absolutely crazy. Because the shit Kanye be saying, he was saying that one time when everybody thought he was wilding out on that one. He said, "You don't got to answer this way, remember that shit." Everything he said in that interview came to fruition. It is fucking scary. I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna mess with you no more, Kanye.
I mean, he's an elite.
I think he's an elite that's seen the other side, like the Rothschild. I'm not
you already know.
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not about to do this. We gotta go another hole. He's seen the other side, and he wants to expose it, and that's why they took all the shit that hard.
Yeah.
Well, they've done it to actors. They've done it to other people too. They start talking about what's going on, and the next thing you know. Well, Ice Cube, that's another guy. He's been talking about the vaccines. He'll say what he feels about things, and then you look at his professional career. A lot of these people, it's like, Cat Williams. That's another one.
Yeah, but I feel like this big ass, like this was something that's gonna go down in history for generations if we make it. Like some of this was a learning curve for probably some of those big.
That brings me to my next point, like tying that back into BorderTown. I don't ever want to be that fucking big, man.
No?
I don't want to deal with them issues.
How are you gonna get to Belly though without getting that big? To Belly, what's his name?
Jelly
roll.
Oh,
Jelly roll.
Belly roll.
I'm about to say Belly roll. How do you get to Jelly roll without doing that?
You mean to tell me you don't want that attention?
No. But do you think
like
that Jelly roll doesn't get that attention?
Huh?
Do you think he doesn't get that attention right now?
Who?
Jelly roll.
He definitely do.
Jelly roll gets that attention.
Right, but 100%. You said you projected that you want to get to him.
No, he said he want to have Thanksgiving with him.
Yeah.
No, he said he wanted.
No, that's
to get
exactly
that level.
what I said. I said I want to have Thanksgiving with Jelly roll.
My
point of it being is like I tell everybody in layman terms like this is like I don't want to be. I'll put it in country perspective. I don't want to be Luke Combs. I want to be the guy that Luke Combs calls on Sunday morning when I'm having breakfast with my family. He's like, I'm getting ready to go out on this tour, bro. You got that shit done yet? And I'm like, hold up. And I go down to my basement. I get this shit done. Here you go, Luke. See you Wednesday. Type shit.
Okay.
I'm ready to sell my soul personally.
No.
Wow.
Fuck it. I'm ready to go balls to the wall.
I mean, you only live once, right?
To do with that statement.
You only live once, right?
Because me personally, I don't know if you feel the same way.
I'm selling it. No,
but
hey man, I'll meet you on the yacht.
Because me personally, I think me and you've had this conversation before. I don't know for that, but I personally want something to come out of us being able to do podcasts and making content. I personally wouldn't mind having the attention of like a Keith Lee.
Yeah, that a lot of shit comes with that.
Yeah, but there's also levels to attention.
I think
Keith Lee ain't Luke Combs. And that's what I kind of say is like with my shit is like Luke Combs is the biggest face. One of the biggest faces on the earth in the country genre. And even outside the country, a lot of people know who Luke Combs is, knows he's a global superstar.
That's like Taylor Swift.
I ain't trying to be that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be one of the median guys that knows that company.
She's a machine, but
ain't
people
really
know.
like, you know what I mean? I want to be able to go out and breakfast with my family and 2 people come up instead of a flock of motherfuckers.
You
know what I mean? I ain't trying to be swarmed. I ain't trying to.
That's not the life. You don't
want
to have security everywhere you go.
That's not the life I live. Yeah, I want to be able to walk into my places that I still walk into and shit like that.
I can see that if you stayed in Danville, because there's nothing around. There's nothing around these areas. But if you get hella bread and you move somewhere, that's out of there, my boy. Exactly.
And that's fine.
I think it depends on the
it also
individual,
comes,
though.
yeah,
I don't think it
comes.
really necessarily has anything to do with the star-making machine. It has to do with how the individual.
But Tyler, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really think you can control that because if you're putting music out there,
Probably not.
and the right person sees
That's
that,
what I'm- that's
at
what I'm
that
trying to
point,
say.
I've told him that since day one.
at that
I'm
point,
literally saying
there-
that.
you
It's
can't
really how I
control.
look at it.
You can control how much music you put out. You can't control who sees it,
Right.
and you can't control who
It's really for me,
pushes it
just
out
a
there.
matter of like being able to be ready to put that seatbelt on.
So
'Cause
basically,
I don't care for
No,
that
but you-
shit,
family,
but it's
if
not
you
that I
stay
can't
You gotta be
adapt.
prepared for it.
Yeah.
You live in
Marines
Danville or
adapt
somewhere
and
else?
overcome
Where do you live at?
everything.
Where do you live at? You live in
I'm in
Danville?
Danville.
Or, okay, so if you stay out there, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody out there. I'm just being honest.
People know you already. People
Every
ain't gonna
time
come
I go
fuck
out there, I'm like, yo, what is over here? Other than the VA, right? For me.
We got
But-
Oakwood. No.
But
Oakwood.
I'm saying if you move from there, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't happening because even if you become super duper viral, if you stay in Danville, you're good. Like, everybody, it's a chill place. So you kind of have that. But what comes with making a lot of money, you end up wanting to live a certain lifestyle sometimes.
And I can get what you're saying because we both know Trent Sherfield,
Mm-hmm.
receiver for the Buffalo Bills.
Mhm.
He comes to Danville every now and then, does a camp. Okay, everyone's like this. Oh fuck, it's Trent. All right, yeah, we watched
Yeah.
this dude growing up.
Right.
But when
If
he
out of
now,
state,
but now when he brings the other NFL players to his camp, who's getting all that attention? It ain't Trent. Man, we know Trent. We'll video chat Trent tonight.
Yeah.
Well, let's go talk to Christian Kirk or Juju Smith-Schuster. Let's go talk to them.
Yeah.
Hey, like he said, if you stay in your own zone,
you stay out there,
Ain't no
you
one-
stay where you
ain't
at
no one
right
gonna
now.
bother you.
Right.
But here's the thing, though. And I'll be honest with you. Nobody when they elevate wants to stay where they at. I tell you, I was the guy that said that, and I fucking look at how I live right now. Ain't no fucking way you about to catch me not living a lifestyle that I want to live. Like I literally don't want to ever have to leave. If I didn't have a pool and a hot tub and this shit back here, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
I'd move somewhere else.
And you know who's the exact prime example? Who's like a global superstar that actually goes by what you say, just stay in your own spot? J. Cole.
Yeah.
He literally stays in his own
Rides his
neighborhood,
bike
rides
and
his bike
shit.
around
Yeah.
neighborhood, and no
Yeah.
one fucks with him. And he's a global phenomenon when it comes to rap music. And no one messes with him. Because he just stays in his hometown. He don't bother nobody.
Mhm.
I know for a fact, like, I've always been, I won't say I've always been, but here recently, like, I feel like I've not necessarily been cocky, but, like, in a way, I've had, like, a chip on my shoulder about, like, knowing that once I'm around motherfuckers, they take a liking to me.
Mhm.
And once they hear the content, they take a liking to the content and shit like that. I know, like, as it gets bigger and shit comes, I'm ready for it. It's just a matter of,
That's crazy.
I gotta take a different approach to it. You know, I don't care about the fucking light. Your lights and your money don't fucking impress me. I do this shit for a headspace. I write these songs out of a fucking part of me that like I don't get to tell people, and I don't give a fuck about anything else other than getting our content out. The fame, the money, the fucking all that shit's awesome. Obviously, that's why people do this. You know, I want to make money doing this. I don't want to fucking be broke, but I'm up to any challenge because my headspace is for it. So
It's a good mentality to have. I'll tell you this. I was that guy too, and I was like, I will never. And I started making some serious fucking bread, like crazy level bread, and it was like party, drugs, all day. So try to just find your space where you stay locked in, because here's what, in my experience, here's what happens. You want to rub shoulders with people, right? Certain people. Well, you don't know how they really get down. When you get on the other side, if you don't get down, you can't hang around. That's what I've learned. If you don't get down, you can't be around them. So I started getting down.
Yeah, mother.
And that shit got wild.
for me, like that's easy. Like that's for me. Like,
So you get down already.
No, I mean, I drink, I smoke pot, and I get creative and shit. That's as far as I go. I don't get persuaded by shit. It goes back to me growing up, being the only white boy running around the fucking hood. You know, like
you.
I got buddies that are like, fuck, we need a white boy on the roster, you know, like fucking get in this gang with us, go get jumped in, fucking this and that. Y'all are clowns, fuck you. I ain't on that shit.
Fam, I'm with you. I'm just saying when you get to a certain, so for example, I'm saying, I'm only telling you that because me and you are so similar.
Yeah.
That was my entire background was that. But when I got to that level that I've never been to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I can't speak on it. I don't know what it's going to be like.
So for example, right, my thought process was, I've never been here. do I still do my same shit, or do I listen to people who are above me?
Here.
Yeah.
And that's what a smart person does, right? And so when they was like, yo, let's go behind the scenes, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to just do it because, that's what they do. And then, wow, it was fucking a crazy situation.
It's hard to speak on that because, T Grizzly, rapper.
Yeah.
He talked about how he made a video First Day Out, which everyone knows that song, First Day Out by T Grizzly. And he posted it, 24 hours, went viral. Next day, he ended up getting a call from a club. Hey, man, we sing your song, we'll pay you $50,000 to come out to our club next week to come perform. So, yeah, you guys sit up and making music, and one day you guys post a video, it goes viral. All of a sudden, you guys get a call. Hey, we need you all guys to come. How much we can pay you? Or how much you willing to pay? $100,000. All of a sudden, your mouth drop. So you can't speak on unless you know what happens. Because if it happens, you might sit there and say, it ain't going to persuade you. $100,000 hit your bank account. You're like, fuck. Okay,
I'm not trying to, serious it out. I'm just saying shit like, for example, I see how locked in y'all are. When you locked in like that, you're going to blow up fast.
Yeah.
And what happens with blowing up is you end up meeting the people that you've always wanted to be. And then,
and that's when you got
everybody says what they wouldn't do until they get around that person that you're like the ultimate fanboy of. And you go, nah, if he say something, I'm going to do it. No matter what he says, I'm going to do it. And we all got that person.
But then again, if you want to stay true to that, and because there's some people that are that way, like they don't let the music or the money persuade them or make them change. So if that's what you want to do and stand on that, my advice to you, you know your band, you guys' chemistry, sit down and talk. Hey, we know if this shit hits the fan, we stay true to ourselves, and that's it. Leave it at that.
And the good thing that helps us, like I said earlier in the pod, was we got guys that's been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
We got a guy like Jackson.
That part is what's gonna help for sure.
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
our rhythm guy, man, he took Kanye West's time slot on fucking what is that, Times Square in like 2006 or some shit. Played for like shaking hands with like dudes from fucking the big wigs of like record labels.
Now that I remember you saying that, it does help having someone
he's
like that.
He's been there, done that. Our bass player Josh, he's been on fucking massive stages, festivals, opened up for fucking big band like Slipknot and shit like that.
He was
hung out, partied with all these guys. I mean, sponsored by fucking Jägermeister. I mean, like they've been there, done that type thing. So they bring that element to us to say, we kind of know how to go about this road, and it doesn't scare me.
That's good to have someone around like that too. So
I was just going to say, back when I was like 13, 14, 15, Josh was in that band that was sponsored by Jaeger.
Intentional Damage, right?
And I used to go and watch him, man. So it's funny how things come full circle, and now I'm in a band with him.
And I mean, they were awesome. You can look them up on Apple Music and everything. They were legit. They were touring. I want to say they signed a deal out of Minnesota, right?
I know more about their sponsorship with Jaeger. I know they had to play 200 shows a year in order to.
I mean, like they're real.
Jaeger's so fucking nasty.
It's gross.
I think that was like the first liquor I ever tasted when I was like 12 or 13.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was at the rock shows, man. I mean,
12, 13.
Yeah, man, you gotta get the taste,
Seasoned vets.
Like,
shit, that's crazy.
Man.
But yeah, though that definitely helps us. Is like they've been there, done that type of mentality. So it's like. I'm the more anxious guy, I'm the baby of the group. I'm new to this. I've only been in singing, really consistently singing for about 2.5 years. And so I see the lights, I'm like, let's go, get on the bus, let's go fucking live in a van and eat Funyuns and travel and fucking play these dirty shows.
Funyuns is fire though.
But especially the flaming hot ones. But that's where my stance is, and one of the best things I ever heard, it came from Bo, the Bo Siddons, who I started this with. And he's like, man, it's like, it was a good old metaphor for, I'll probably fuck it up, because he's the joke master and the metaphor master, but he was like, we could rush down there and fuck a couple cows, right? Or we could sit up on the top, sit back and wait till they come to us and fuck them all. So it's like basically his metaphor was saying, like
I get it.
We could, we could jump in, throw all our eggs in one basket, or we could sit back, be patient, and let shit come to us and do it the right way.
I'm over here cow tipping,
Every one of my best white friends, like one of my best friends, he was KKK, right?
Oh man.
He was like active KKK. He's my best. We got deployed together. When you die, we almost die with somebody. None of that shit matters no more.
Yeah.
So he was my boy. I was his boy. Like he wouldn't let, if anybody talked shit to me, he would beat the fuck out of him. Yep. And he called me nigga. I was cool with it.
Oh,
He
fuck.
was my nigga.
Yeah.
We almost died together. Like, you kind
It's
of
different. Military's
You
different.
kind of
Circumstances
just
are
let
gonna be
shit
different.
like.
You
I'm
ever
telling
see
you,
Remember the Titans? That's the military.
when I almost got killed,
You're
it
my
was
brother.
2 times I almost
Oh, yeah.
got killed in Iraq. And when that shit happened, me and him got like this. I'm talking about like this. Like he would bring me food if he saw I was like having issues. Bitch.
Think about your final moments. You ain't got your mom and dad
Yeah,
there. You
like,
got
he was
that
my
boy
boy,
right there.
so-
That motherfucker that's racist as fuck.
Yeah,
KKK,
he was.
whatever.
He was. But he was.
That's
he
but
was
he's in my
active.
moment.
He
Yeah.
was active.
You
He was
learn to love that
active
motherfucker.
KKK. He didn't like black people. Duh, he didn't like. He was active KKK. And me and him was boys. I whoop somebody's ass for him too. I'm keeping the buck.
There ain't no black and white. It's green.
I'm keeping the buck. Like he can call me right now and be like, hey man, I'm in this area, man. Can you help me load up my house, whatever? You just got to divorce my wife. I'll find a way to get out there. Like that's how tight he was. But he used to say shit like that, and I'm like, but why do we gotta fuck a cow though? Like we can't just do it a different way. Like every time, all my white homeboys saying like that, and I'm like, so our only option is to fuck this cow.
Hey,
though?
but it's some good old boy metaphors.
I'm
man.
really bad.
I know, but good old boy kind of scares me sometimes.
I'm like in the middle. I don't know.
Sometimes that scares me.
It's
Like,
some good old boy metaphors.
and I was one of my dudes. He said, "Man, sometimes you gotta fuck the shit out of this camel." And I was like, "Why a camel though? Like we can't have." And I'm like, "Man, this sounds illegal for one." Like,
Well, it is. Probably most countries.
no, not in most countries. It's
Zip
actually
it,
legal.
camel fucker.
In Iraq, it's
I
legal.
didn't fuck no camels.
What, fuck camels?
In Iraq,
I wasn't over
it's
there.
legal. It's legal as fuck. They fuck all the animals over there.
Ugh.
It's on YouTube.
I'm not gonna look it up.
I'm just saying, like y'all can see.
We're gonna put a link in the comments.
I'm just saying, like half the shit,
But
half the shit out there is like, wow.
Well, I can say right now, this has been one of the most enjoyable podcasts I've done.
Yeah.
I can honestly sit there and say, I really hope, because Tyler, I fuck with you. I really do. You know I do.
Yeah.
I know we haven't spoke since we've seen each other at the bars.
Mhm.
But I can honestly sit here and say I support your music. I
I
100%
appreciate that,
hope
man.
you make that. So I really hope and pray to God that this algorithm, when we post these clips, works in our fucking, like I'm praying that works in our
I already know what the
favor.
post already.
Just so I know, because I'm gonna tell we were
I'll
tagging.
go back to the cum story.
Yeah,
Nah, the shit in the cum is already.
I want the algorithm.
That shit is out here. Like that's going stupid.
I want the algorithm to work in our favor, just because if there's one person that deserves it, I feel like it's you and your band. 100%.
I appreciate that, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
So
for
real
sure.
quick while we on that, when is you guys album dropping for
So I'd like to sit here and blow smoke up your ass till we got fucking dates and shit coming, but we really don't on the album because it's just basically constructing like how we feel it fits. Right now, all the material's written. It's all there. It's been played. It's rehearsed. And like we got it fairly tight. But
What'll be a guess you think?
I would say after the turn of the year, going into springtime, we should have
Spring.
some
Yeah.
great
So
content.
summer for sure. We gonna
Summer
be
for
back.
sure. We're
Yeah.
putting the gas pedal on. I mean, you can come out and catch us at the bars. We do have some exciting stuff coming up at Exit 210 this summer. Some really, I mean, you know how Exit 210 does.
Exit
it in the
210 is probably about a 35 minute drive from here.
summer.
Right.
Oakwood.
You go right.
Oakwood.
Do you know where 150's at?
What is it? A strip club?
Highway, no.
What?
It's just a
It
saloon.
can be if you
A
want.
saloon? Like do you do hair?
So
No, that's a salon.
that's a salon. Saloon.
Us
I don't know
white
where
folk
the
like
fuck
to
you
go
was
hang
going.
out the old water and
What's a
old
saloon?
saloon.
It's
A saloon is like a bar. It's a bar.
You
Another
didn't
name
say
for a
bar?
You don't remember back in the Wild Wild West? They
I was
said,
gonna say every time I hear
"What's
saloon, I think
I
Wild
was
West.
never in the Wild Wild West. Were any of y'all?
Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
When they say let's go to the saloon?
Look at it.
Yeah, but
Speaking of Will Smith, what was that? Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
You're done.
Damn. So we can't play.
So you bringing Will Smith back in this?
I'm bringing him back into it now.
So what I'm saying, you know where route?
I just heard cheeks immediately.
Highway 150.
What?
Highway 150.
I
150.
just used the GPS.
Okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
we're
I forgot he's not from around here.
Yeah. About 30
basically-
miles from here.
basically-
I just used-
Basically, if you 150 is probably like maybe 20 minutes. I'm
It's
not.
on
but
your
not-
way to India.
So it's a bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit
Could've
150.
said that.
We're
All
a
you gotta do is hit
concert
150 and go straight down. You'll find it. Literally just go down 150.
And it's like we got like for the summer it's popping. We got now a VIP rooftop bar open, big stage outside, massive courtyard.
It burned
So-
down.
saying-
It burned down 2 years ago, didn't it?
It
Uh,
did.
2 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
The outdoor stage at 210.
So y'all plan to do something at the VIP joint?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some big shit coming. I mean, there's gonna be some artists coming. We don't want to say anything yet, but we do have some big shows ready to come for the summer. So
I'll definitely bring the.
Are you gonna hook us up with a VIP status? I want at least one show.
I'd like to do something with y'all. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, at the very least, I don't have to be VIP, but I can at least be the camera guy where I can record.
Yeah,
that
get
shit
in there and see some content shit. We're gonna have great bands,
or just to sit up front row and just enjoy your guys' music.
I like to do that
regardless.
I like to record shit.
You
So
definitely
I
gotta do that
personally
regardless.
deal with the artists. I book them.
Okay.
I accommodate them. Anything they need throughout the entirety of their stay while they're at the 210 is me directly. So wherever I'm at, you're welcome.
Yeah, I love you. See, so like from my perspective, I feel like a lot of people when they creating content, some of that shit ends up going bananas viral, right? So that's why I have a wide spectrum of what I record. So I do content, record content. I don't even have to do the podcast. I just record people's joints. So like if you guys end up lifting up to fucking outer space, like this would be a moment where somebody looks back and go, oh, they had a little.
Oh, if y'all sit there and blow the fuck up by next year and y'all take off, at least we can sit here and say we had them right here sitting talking. Right. What y'all do? Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of the things I want to say is like that will not change. Like I know like there's some things that I can't really speak on because I don't know. I haven't been there yet. But like, one of the things that won't change with me is humility. Mm-hmm. Man, like I love that you guys are we're guests. Mm-hmm. You know, you brought us in. This is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. I've had a great time tonight too. And one thing won't change with me is the humility. No matter what happens, I don't know. Maybe I am having Thanksgiving with Jelly Roll in a couple of years, but y'all want to do a podcast? Let's run it.
I like it.
And like another thing too is like this is the first time that we've actually got to do kind of like a deep dive, and it really didn't dive into the band too much, and that's okay. It dove into us.
But we also said,
I'm gonna challenge people.
But we did sit there and say we'll do a second one with your band. Like you say, your second band. To bring them here. We'll see y'all perform.
I think that's why I didn't focus so much on the band because it's hard to get the full spectrum if guys can't answer questions for you.
Yeah, if you don't know who the people are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So come see for yourself. Our next show, December 16th at the Black Bear in Danville, Illinois. We'll be there 8 to 10, and we did have our debut show at Exit 210, but this was going to be, we're kind of calling this like our hometown debut, like our premiere show.
When is that?
We're the only band on the ticket. So that'll be December 16th at 8 p.m. at the Black Bear.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is what I'll do, because we can wrap this up soon now, but this is what I'll do. I'll make sure I edit, probably going to stay up all night or something to edit. That way you guys can be sharing this stuff, the main podcast. And that way they'll know where to go to. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, depending on who how you guys net works over there in Danville, if enough people see it may not go crazy viral, but it can go viral for Danville, and that could be powerful. Just with how the visual looks if we're recording.
That's why I say I hope it goes back to the algorithm because everyone damn knows you. That's why I'm hoping on either his end or mine because we both post the same clips. That's why I'm praying for the algorithm gods that it hits, and then all of a sudden you're like, hold on, who are these guys that they're talking to? Who are they talking about? Let's go ahead and click their page. Yeah. Let's go look at their music.
Oh yeah, go ahead and get your plugins too.
Yeah, it took off. I mean, so like we are on YouTube. You can find us at BorderTown&Co. So the BorderTown, capital B, capital T in town, and then the ampersand for and then CO.
Okay.
CO short for company, obviously.
That's on YouTube, right?
That's on YouTube.
Can they find you on Instagram?
Our handle, we got TikTok handle, we got Facebook handle, Instagram, pretty much all BorderTown&Co. Okay. I think the Instagram you have to spell and instead of the ampersand, but it's pretty much all the same, like logos and shit. If you get on any platform, if you find us on one, you can pretty much find us on the others.
Yeah.
We're on, we got 3 singles on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, everywhere.
Speaking of that, you said you would play that for me.
I'm going to save the best for last.
We're going to play that in a second. But these links will be below. So make sure you click below the song links. And make sure you text me those to me. Yep. We'll have those links below. I was about to add something too. For the people who want you guys individually, right? They go, oh, this guy's fucking hot. What is your personal handles that they can find you on?
Not available.
Instagram.
Mine.
Okay.
I'll drop mine though.
That's
So Kyle Kirkendall.
I was joking.
that.
I was joking, but y'all know what I'm saying. Because you know, like
I've got a lot of
some
music
people
content.
like their people, like they go, oh, I like this guy more than this guy, whatever. It happens. So, what's you guys' personal like handles for like Instagram or whatever?
So Kylan Kirkendall is what I have for TikTok and Instagram.
Okay.
KYLANKURKENDALL. It's hard to spell.
And yours is unavailable.
Yeah, I mean, you find me at Tyler Young on Facebook. That's my personal page, but like on that
you post
personal
stuff,
page,
right? Like you post music.
oh
and
yeah.
shit?
On my personal
See?
page,
Relax over there, girl. She like unavailable. Like this man making music, he gotta be out there.
He's
Why-
musically
why-
available.
my personal page, it kind of brings me into something. Bo Siddons, the guy I started this with. I post on my personal page all the time about updates with me and Bo as far as where we're playing. So I have a BorderTown&Co thing with these guys, and we also do a Young&Co. Young's my last name. We do a Young & Company thing. It's an acoustic set. So we basically do pretty much the originals that BorderTown plays. Me and him will just go out to bars, spotlight, pop-up events, little, small, intricate things. So you can find me at Tyler Young on Facebook for any event info on Young&Co. And then the TikTok, I run the TikTok and the Facebook page and all that shit under BorderTown&Co.
And we'll be at him on the TikTok. When we post the clips, I'll be at you.
Yeah, so let's end it with that song, but make sure the text message that you text me all the links so I can have that on the bottom of YouTube so people can click on it.
Little background on this song here before I get into playing this absolute fucking smoke show of a banger.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, this song, actually, funny story, like it's not even close to one of my favorite songs that I've written.
What?
Not even fucking close.
For real?
Yeah.
So when dude was saying your shit might be garbage, he wasn't playing. Nah, I'm joking.
No, well, I didn't. I personally didn't write it.
Okay.
So the lyricism was all like, Bo gave me a run-on paragraph and just gave me the ideas, and I kind of took it in and all right, that's a verse. That's a verse. Take this out, put this down here, and like kind of constructed it that way. And it's not that I don't like it because it's not a good song. It's for me, like I don't feel like it really represented who I am.
Okay.
I don't ride motorcycles. I used to be a truck driver. I've drove everything and operated everything under the fucking sun. So like that part, and like getting up in the morning, going to grabbing your coffee, and going to work, and fucking
Did you drive
working
ahead?
hard. Huh?
Did you drive ahead?
I didn't. No.
you drive
Mainly I just drove Humvee 7-ton. I drove an MRAP once or twice.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't be ashamed if that's not your lifestyle, because half them fucking rappers that be rapping be talking about killing and shit.
Right.
They don't do that shit.
Right. And
So don't ever be ashamed.
I wasn't
of-
necessarily
they're talking-
ashamed, but
Yeah.
like for me, like my first single that I put out, the music video and everything that came with it, I was like, man, that didn't really give me a dive into me at all.
But
It's
guess
just a banger.
what? And you still.
But
killed
it was a banger, so
Yeah.
like I fucked with it.
I honestly feel like, not to go deep in this, I feel like the really good artists have to be able to do a song like that has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Because if you're one dimensional, you see what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna bring in the
Yeah, it goes
Jelly
back to
Roll.
all the
It
joints.
goes back
If
to
you
our
get-
party versus get
Yeah.
together.
And then Jelly Roll, like I said,
Like,
like
if you only doing
he's not
one thing,
one-dimensional.
you're gonna get people, but you're not gonna bring in the mass. But to me, that shows that
Well,
you're
this opened
capable
the
of doing
door to
different
a
stuff.
whole like fan base that we didn't expect to get. Like we got the old Southern rock fans,
And that's what's
the
gonna
older
separate you.
demographic that sells out these bars.
Right.
They really liked this song, and like the people who maybe necessarily my generation were like, yeah, it's pretty good, and that was it, you know.
Okay.
But now the shit that we're kind of putting out, them people are like, oh fuck, and then the older people are like, eh. So it's a good thing because
that's what's
we
gonna separate
have-
you guys, though. That's what's gonna separate
Yeah,
you
we
guys.
always have that.
I like that
uphill.
though, because you can have split albums though, low key.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys can
Split
do
albums.
country, you guys can do rock, it's gonna be able to separate you guys. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
ain't just a one pony show. Like,
I mean,
come on,
I
let's
think-
get it.
I think anybody can come to our show and get anything. We do an Adele song. I mean, Bordertown doesn't.
What?
Young&Co does. We do Adele.
What song?
Someone Like You.
Stop lying.
Really?
We do a country, yeah.
I want to hear that soon.
All right.
I want to hear that soon.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I want to hear that
I'm
one
scared
soon.
of that one.
Because hands down, he knows. Hands down, one of my favorite songs of all time is "Someone Like You" by Adele. It's one of my favorite songs of all
It's a
time.
great
I fuck with
song.
that. No,
I might,
do not disrespect Adele.
I got a video of it. I'll show you after
Yeah.
this. I'll show you after this.
Yeah, Adele's that. Yeah.
But so back to the video. We just didn't expect for it to kind of blow. Like we dropped it, and like by 3 days we had like 15,000 views, and I'm
Yeah, it
like,
took
what the
off.
fuck is
Yeah.
this? Now we're sitting at 22K, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna play.
I even bought it on iTunes. I said, yeah, let me go ahead and download that.
Asphalt Cowboy. Let's go on the Apple. Here.
You might have to reconnect to the thing. It might have disconnected. Sometimes it does that. It's called what again?
Asphalt Cowboy.
And
this is the one I sent you.
Cowboy. It reminds me of Rhinestone Cowboy.
Oh man, what's that one?
It's the Total PA, right?
Yeah.
I think
Rhinestone. I think I seen that from Colors, but you too young for that.
Yeah, I say this one that's got more of a rock feel to it.
You would just turn it off and turn it on. It's at the very bottom. Be a click and then a click and then it should connect right to your shit after that. Make sure both of these joints is rolling still.
Bluetooth connected.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one.
Oh, I'm so sore.
Go to the gym.
All right, here's Asphalt Cowboy.
This was actually recorded, so it's actually better quality.
That fucking did shit.
Look that.
BorderTown Records, baby.
now I'm starting to understand a little.
Did you? So have you learned how to play this song too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these songs, not to get into it too much, but I kind of done my own thing on all of them. There's the original recordings, and then there's the new songs we've worked on, and then kind of my own interpretations of what's already been written.
Okay.
So,
Look at what's your thoughts on it? You wanna do coke again? Is that what you
that's the one. Yeah.
That's the one.
I
right
want to
there.
do a shot. Let's
do a shot.
I'm just saying the vibe with that was crazy.
Hell yeah.
Like,
That's what we're shooting for.
this is a song. Like, remember I said I play music, and like if somebody pulled up and be like, "What does he listen to?" I'll turn it down. I'll be jamming this, and then if I see my windows down, I'll be like, "Let me turn it down." When somebody pulled up, because I'm listening to it in secret. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to wild music,
I mean,
but it's secret.
hey,
But wait,
I'm at the
back
weight
to what
room
you
with my
said,
AirPods
like, if you're
listening.
into
to
it,
Hell
it.
yeah.
Just say
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but
But if you're into it,
but
just
I'm
say
into
that.
some wild music, like
Well, Will
crazy
Smith
shit.
was into some wild shit.
See,
Here he goes again.
Say that.
Here he goes again.
this is why I'm done.
Come on.
I literally now Will Smith's being brought up every time.
Every time
Look.
he's brought up, you need like edit like a little quick little.
Can
No,
I
for
just
real.
add though that I feel like Chanel West Coast right now. Like
You didn't
know,
do the annoying laugh.
on the
though.
side with the annoying laugh.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, her laugh is crazy
It
annoying.
is.
Hey, I'll be honest with you.
But Tyler, 10 out of 10. 100%.
I'll be honest. You said you got 20,000.
Yeah.
22.
22.
No, it's
My
24.
man, my
No,
man.
it's 24 now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 24. I
Oh,
seen
shit.
it.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm clipping up that whole song and putting it out there. Like that was.
I appreciate
I wasn't
it, man.
expecting that.
So on the 23rd, if you can bring the band, do you,
You
want
said
them
the
to do
23rd though?
Yeah.
Of this month?
if you can?
He's
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna be out there with them boys, you know, I got that field access. Here I come, Chicago. We're gonna watch you get beat by Arizona.
I'm gonna be
My
actually
cousin will be in town.
gone.
Yeah, I won't.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah. No. It was
You should-
podcast on 23rd.
Yeah, you
podcast.
should get up with him though. Like,
I'm gonna still
and
be
you
here.
need to, too.
I should still be here because
Recording and
I
everything
wanna be in
else.
the country.
You
if
will
I'm
be there.
mistaken,
He will give you some shit.
like some wild shit.
G Slump on SoundCloud, Apple Music, G Slump.
Yeah, tell them we want to do it. Yeah, man, guys, make sure that you are clicking below and following them on all their platforms. Make sure that you go and blow up that video on YouTube. The song we just played.
We'll post it.
That shit is. Well, that song. Look,
My bad.
I'm
it.
telling them to click
I'll
below.
shut the fuck up.
I don't understand what else am I supposed to do. He said, "Yeah, we gonna tell them to click below." I'm telling them right now.
We're gonna show them.
So click below, click that link, man. Guys, it was an honor. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm gonna tell
It's been a
y'all.
blast.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. That last song, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like no. I'm talking about. I didn't. Okay.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I want to put this in a realistic standpoint where you really understand what I'm seeing as far as vision. I'm a vision guy, right? I see years out. That song to me, I thought y'all was already big time.
100%.
Like I'm talking about like opening
Shout
up,
out to Jordan Condiff.
opening up big
Thanks,
concerts.
buddy.
Like y'all got millions of fans. That's what that sounds like to me.
I feel like honestly, if y'all was to put on like a huge ass fucking concert, I'm talking not no motherfucking 100.
Oh,
I'm talking
it's gonna
about.
happen.
I'm talking like 50 to 60,000 people in a fucking stadium. I feel like that would be the song y'all ended with.
I'm just saying in general. When I hear, okay,
100%.
so I listen to
Close
music
to
a
the
lot.
closer.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of different
Yeah.
music, and when you listen to music, you kind of vision the crowd, all that shit. I'm saying when I listen to that, how that sounds, how you were singing, like all that shit makes me feel like y'all gonna be in front of a big crowd, and I want to be in a contract where we locked in for podcasts for the fucking future.
Because I'm telling you
Good
right
God.
now, when it happens, not if, but when it happens, I want a front row
Yeah,
ticket
bro.
because when
This
that
is
song comes
nasty.
on, I promise you, I'm jumping the stage. I'll say,
And he
security
beat
don't
you.
fucking touch me.
Got y'all.
Don't
Got
fucking
y'all.
touch me, security. You heard it, front row. When they make it big time, I'm front row. I don't want security to fucking touch
So
me.
I got
the guy that made our T-shirts, Jason, he
Yeah.
did that at a shout out to Jason Draper. He did that at a Metallica show. He told me about
Really?
that. He jumped up on stage and
I would tell security, I know him. Don't fucking touch me. Don't fuck come.
Hopefully by then we see it
Yeah.
anyway. Like, hey,
Yeah.
You
go,
do
go,
it
go.
just
Now
like
then
that.
I'll look at. Go ahead, start playing. Go ahead. Go ahead, start
You
playing.
need to do the fingers, like,
Yeah.
can you do that?
Yeah.
Talk to my security,
Uh-uh.
please.
You guys got any closing remarks you want to say to the audience?
Man, come out and see what we got. That's all I got for you. Is like, you can sit here and watch this, and I hope you do. But come out and kick it with us, man. I'll have a beer with you after the damn show.
Well,
Come
keep
out
in mind,
and see us.
keep in mind, you